me know whether everything's going alright. Replug my microphone. Okay, well, still not seeing anything, I think. Let me see. My microphone should be good, I think. But yeah, okay. There's sound. People can hear me. I'm seeing positive feedback. Hold on. Is it finally real? Are we finally properly live? Goedenavond. Holy brother. Okay. Speaking restored. I was just saying, right? I don't know what it is. Because I was saying I unplug my microphone when the stream is done. I replug it when the new stream starts, and then bam, everything is gone. Audio is just completely gone, dead on its ass. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, let me reconstruct my little talk for the third time tonight then. Good evening, Lucas. Good evening, Panda. First and foremost, thank you very much for paying attention and for letting me know that everything works. Okay, so, what we're doing tonight, as I have also announced in the server, is we will be starting the final Chronicle in the Chronicle mode, which is going to be Orion no Kokuin. Which means we have another international tournament ahead of us. As of right now, there's only been 5 matches released for this Chronicle. The preliminary stage of the tournament, which is the preliminaries against all the Asian teams, so the qualifiers, essentially. And we're going to do all of them tonight. Which means that we are getting very close to the end of the actual content, the actual, I guess, serious content, quote-unquote, for this game. The Chronicle mode is actually running its course, slowly but surely. And yeah, the beginning of the end will start with the Raging Bulls, which is the new team for Korea as opposed to Fire Dragon before. And yeah, we're gonna see, there's gonna be a lot. Orion, in my opinion, is a very tough season to watch. It is maybe the most difficult season to watch for me personally. But I sincerely hope that the gameplay is gonna be all the better for it. I think before we do anything, we should really have a quick look at this Inazuma Japan, because this Inazuma Japan is insane. If you do not know, the Inazuma Japan of Orion, I think it's close to 20 people by the end of the season, which is a ludicrous amount of people. We're gonna have, I think, in total 4 goalkeepers, of which only 2 are gonna see actual action in the goal at the very least. So there is a lot. There is a lot to take in. This Inazuma Japan is, in my mind, also probably the worst Inazuma Japan that we've had across the series. Not because the players themselves are necessarily bad. It's just there's some picks that I think are questionable at best. I mean, I'm looking at Mansaku, I'm looking at Hyura. I don't think either of those guys really contributed that much that they should be in Inazuma Japan. But, you know, there's also good things about this team. We have Haizaki, we have Gojin, we have Hiroto, the actual Hiroto, we have Fudo, and we're gonna get a lot of other cool characters later. But yeah, I think enough about that. Also, a lot of recurring characters, of course. This is basically a mix between the original Inazuma Japan and then the new one for this generation. So obviously, we gotta have Mr. Plot Armor himself, Ando, in the goal. And interestingly enough, we got Fubuki as a defender in this incarnation, Kazemaru as a defender, and he's actually going to be useful as a defender for once too. And then of course, our offense is just completely stacked with Haizaki, Goenji, you name it. You name it. Anyway, that's enough rambling about this team. First match, the marked one. You personally find Ares the worst season of the two, Panda? I mean, maybe. I think it's just, I'm turned off by the amount of actual bullshit that they pull in this season, in terms of injuries and such. I mean, we're gonna get there, but it gets insane, as I'm sure you know. Also, yeah, zero recollection of anything that happens in this season aside from maybe some of the Hisatsu and the tactics. The tactics and the Hisatsu I'm pretty confident about, but all the events, not sure. Big storyline, no clue. We're gonna find out together. Oh, this fuck ass. This is also one thing that I hate about Orion, and it's specifically this guy. But well, we're gonna see. So this is in fact the third incarnation of the Korean team that we see, because of course with the original Fire Dragon, quite possibly the best Fire Dragon by a long shot actually. Then we have Go Galaxy Korea with of course Rapid Fire guy, who is pretty infamous by this point. And then we have the newest Korea, Raging Bull, not longer based on the Fire Dragons anymore. In fact, I believe in the dub that every single player on this Korean team has Bull in his name, or her name, somehow. Because this season, this international tournament actually allows mixed teams, which is why we have exactly 0 girls on the team as of right now. We're gonna have one later, but that will all turn out in due course. So let's have a quick look at the Hisatsu that we're working with here, because I honestly have no clue. Makes sense that Andor has a lot of slots open though, because he's gonna get plot armor out of his ass in the later stages of this season, and he's gonna get 3 or 4 new moves, I think. So, but we're working with Majin the Hand, and then that's Fujin Raijin, Mega Majin. Land Device for Fubuki. Mansaku carries over his moveset from Ares from the look of it. So yeah, Kazemaru actually has a defense move now, and it is a proper block move as well. So this makes a lot more sense for him position-wise and contribution-wise. Love that for him. Fudo actually, interestingly, carries over part of his moveset from the original Football Frontier International, where we got Killer Fields and Killer Slide. And then it looks like Hyura still has everything from Ares 2, with the addition of Polar Pike, which is Kori no Yari. I don't know if that was in Ares, might have been, not sure. Astor, same thing, carries over his moveset from Ares. Then Hiroto carries over most of his stuff from Ares and from the original international tournament too. Same for Kido. Goenji is also the same. Scorching Tackle he retains. And then Haizaki has lost Overhead Penguin, but he retains Perfect Penguin. On the bench, we have Toramaru. We have our new Toramaru with Particle Accelerator, Grand Sweeper for some reason. They gave Kira Breakthrough, Foul Offense, Judge Through. That's all 3 incarnations of the name. Gojin still has Backdrafted Fire Lemonade. This guy, absolutely useless, makes sense, glad to see it. And Godam carries over his moveset from Ares too. So, we have a few things to work with. Have quite a few tools on our hands. But we're gonna see what we actually need to do in this match, because I completely forgot. Who has more plot armor, Tenma or this Andor? Oof. You know what? I actually think Tenma edges out Andor on that one, not gonna lie. Especially if you take into account the film as well, the LBX film. Tenma is insane, plot armor-wise. But Andor in Orion pushes it quite far too. Let's see, just complete any focus battle against G1, who is this guy, apparently. Okay, he has Horn Train, that makes sense. They're gonna have a lot of things centered around bulls. Unfortunately, he doesn't voice Horn Train, but it's a start. So yeah, and as with any international tournament, the team's gonna have to get used to each other still, but apparently that is also just their thing. They do play like bulls, I suppose. Okay, here it is, our first threat. I don't think it matches what I do here. I think he has power charge or enemy charge, whatever it's called. So, power boost, yeah. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. This move is cool. I like this one a lot, actually. Bison Horn. And then, okay. Forced to use Fujin Raijin. Which Ando loses immediately. So, plot armor has yet to warm up, has to be polished a little bit. But we will get there before long, I'm decently certain. It's also so weird to hear Ando say like, oh, this world stage, it's insane. Because, you know, once you get to this season, you have watched Season 3 of the OG, if everything's right. So, you know, you've seen him in an international tournament already. But in this season, this is Ando's first exposure to international teams, aside from Barcelona Orb, of course. Yo, Tascad, good evening, mate. Good evening. Welcome in. You didn't miss much. We just started the Korea match. Damn. Right, little kid just kind of solos the entire international team. Even worse than Go Galaxy, at least they got owned by a proper team. I'm just taking all of this in as we go, to be completely honest. Score using... Ah, Last Resort! Okay, we're already doing it, huh? We're already pulling off Last Resort. I'm so curious to see how this move looks. I don't know if they fixed it yet. Okay, I see now where the complaints arise. They just completely cut out the middle part. They completely cut out the little backflip and then the sweep with the leg. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. But hey, the start of that still looks really good. And the ending too. So at least they nailed what they do have. And they're working on it, I think. Okay, so that's the equalizer. No, it is certainly... The animation is not fixed yet, but... Soon, they're working on it. And with that, there's the hope that some other moves might be fixed as well. In particular, I'm hoping that they'll somehow add something more to the explosion. Because, you know, they also cut out the entire middle part for that, where he kicks the ball around by himself. I think it's a bit of a pipe dream, to be honest, but... Oh, this... Oh no, he fell. Our Goenji, he's broken. He's actually broken. Okay, so... Like, how do you experience this moment as someone who's not watched Orion? Like, if you've purely played this game, how do you interpret this scene? Like, Goenji just looked into the sun, fell down, hurt his knee, and that's it? No, because what actually happens is that, you know, one of the players, I think, pulls out a mirror from his spikes and blinds Goenji that way. But, again, the way they represent some of these scenes absolutely baffles me. But yeah, Goenji is unfortunately out of commission, I think. Or is he still on the pitch? No, I think he's out. Let's see, we're supposed to play for victory, so let's see if we can bait out some moves for these guys. So yeah, this is the only move that Haizaki actually keeps, which kind of makes me think, does he really get that many moves for him to have to drop something from his original set? I know he gets Shark the Deep, Penguin Zagoto Antodebru, and then I guess he gets something featuring Shark as well, so maybe he gets that too. There's actually, maybe there is a lot. I don't know. Okay, Cosmic Blaster with fucking Fudo because they put Kira on the bench for some reason. Urasta! That's a banger though. Change nothing about that animation. Okay, there's one. There's their trademark goalkeeper move for this Korea team. Firewall in Japanese. Honestly, I think Burning Bulwark is a better name, so I'm happy that they changed it in the dub, actually. Firewall's decent, but... Kido should be fine. He has goggles. Yeah, you're right, Lucas. You're right. Kido would never fall for something so obvious. But yeah, it does make sense that, you know, Goenji injures himself. He does tumble to the ground quite a distance. I think in the anime it's an even further distance than the game makes it out to be, honestly. So no, absolutely justified that he is out of commission, but it looks so weird in this game. Like, I really cannot comprehend why they wouldn't just make like a little cutscene. A little cutscene with one of the Korea players pulling out a mirror out of a spike and blinding Goenji. At least tell us how it actually happens, rather than just having Goenji get blinded and calling it a day. Tenma didn't have Wonder Trap for the entire Chronostone routes? Yeah, actually... Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Hold on, fellas. Something is unplugging in my computer. Okay. I don't know if you can hear it. Like, if you can hear the noises that my computer is making. But it's been this annoying issue where something keeps disconnecting. One of the Bluetooth things keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. It keeps making the same sound. It's annoying. But yeah, Goenji's off, unfortunately. Goenji's completely out of commission. Yeah, baby! Let's go. Finally. Goto Striker! He finally said the full thing. Let's go. Oh yeah, and these two are not rubbing elbows anytime soon. Oh, this is right. This is the good guy, right, on the Korea team, and then Bike is like one of the bad ones. Yeah, right. Okay, but now we're talking. Now we have a front line to be proud of. Awesome. Okay. Ag boys are fighting, and it's gonna help us in due course, as I'm sure you know. Okay, complete a focus battle against Bike. Let's see. We're losing this, pretty sure. Okay, could they not just have done that for Goenji 2? Like, what was holding them back from actually doing that for Goenji 2 and making that scene make sense? Now what? Oh. Oh! Oh! Show them, Kira. Oh, fuck yeah. I love it when they use shots offensively. Fudo's nearly bald head is funny to you, Lucas? Hey man, don't be like that. Come on. He's trying to be a little edgy, you know? At least he got rid of the lightning bolt tattoo. That's something, at least. Complete a focus battle against this guy, which I'm also supposed to lose. Are they doing bull steam ahead? Yep. There it is. Yeah, that's... Okay, like, this is one of the things that I mentioned in a previous stream, I think. They decided to go for a lot of puns in these move names. But Bull Steam Ahead is probably one of the better ones out there. Okay, Kazamaru blocks. You have a block move, so quite frankly, you could have just used that. But unequivocally, actually, he did not help. Kazamaru did not contribute. Yikes. Okay, man, don't do this shit again. I'm taking them out. I don't care. Taking the USBs out. I'm not having this tonight. Oh, we know. He knows too much. Silk, my guy. You've said too much. It's over for his ankles, I'm afraid. Complete a focus battle against Silk. Okay. Losing this again, I'm pretty sure. Yep, okay. Fair enough. But his poor ankles. Okay. Stole the ball from his own teammate. Yep. And they killed him. He knew too much. They had to take him out. Okay. Rough. And now they bring in this dork, Minso. Okay, whatever. Play to Haizaki. Let's see. Enter the offensive zone as Haizaki. Can do, Chief. Can do. Volcano Cut. Cannot do. Cannot get into the offensive zone, apparently. Okay, so right, that's the main thing. This is, we're gonna have the marked players versus the regular players. So in a sense, we're actually returning to a similar scenario that we had in the first season of Go, where we have the seeds and then we have the regular players. Though I don't know to what extent the marked players actually appear in the teams moving forward. I don't know if it's just one per team or whether they start to take over as the tournament advances, like in Go 1. And they're really making me work for this offensive zone. Holy hello. Now, to be fair, I'm also not performing the greatest pass work, I'm going to be completely honest. But that's going to change as soon as Haizaki gets his ass off the ground. You have got to be shitting me. Aurora dribble? I have double type advantage. Okay. Doesn't voice it. That is unfortunate, but that's understandable. Now we need Haizaki to get his ass in there. Okay, there we go. This is like my two favorite characters from Ares and Orion beefing. Penguin Reckoning. Oh, already? Okay, hold on. Now here's a banger. Oh, what a fucking move. Oh my god. Penguin Reckoning is like, it's a little underwhelming versus literally Penguin the Devil versus Penguin the God, you know, but they had some long ass names in Orion, so I understand that they had to boil it down to a bit less in the dub as well. But what an awesome shot. I love that one. I hate this guy though. Sad he's still here. And now he's blue. His color scheme is a lot worse now as well. Okay. Let's pick this back up. 20th minute. I don't believe much else is going to happen. No, win the match. That's actually just going to be it. So we have a ton of tension. So what are we going to do with that? Obviously, we're going to get Kira in there. Now, first and foremost, we're going to see this. Judges through. Got his ass. And then, does he have... Yes, he does. Okay, there we go. Once again, for the people in the back. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But what if we did it a third time? Ah, gorgeous. I love the concept of these two both trying to do their own new move and that clash resulting in a combination shot. Like the coach said, strength is born from adversity, or adversity creates strength. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. Yo, Brian, welcome to the chat, man. Welcome. Welcome to Inazuma 11 Victory Road. Okay, so... I mean, yeah, not much else to do now. We just gotta win the match. But this first match gives a pretty good idea of what the rest of Orion's gonna be like. We're gonna have to play against marked players who are part of... I think it's the Orion Foundation, something along those lines. And essentially, we're gonna be working on the same measures as we did in Go 1 versus all the seed players. There's quite a lot of parallels, actually, between Orion and Go 1 when you think about it, with 5th Sector and the Orion Foundation. But there we go. That is the first match, the first story match against the Bulls, whatever they were called. Raging Bull, I think. Honestly, that was a good introductory match, actually. It's a little sad that Goenji is immediately out of commission, but it is what it is. We're going to take that for granted because we're going to get some cool stuff in return too. By cool stuff, I did not mean this guy. Absolutely not. Got the goalkeeper from the new Korea team, which is... I think that's decently cool. Nishikage, of course. Haizaki. So honestly, pretty decent selection for first round of Spirits. Love that very much. Well done, guys. You did it together. I love these two guys, man. Just a glimpse into the dark reality of my mind. Ichihoshi. Fuck ass Ichihoshi.
回復にはまだ時間がかかりそうだ。すまないエンド。お前と世界へのフィールドに立ったっていうのにな。なに？まだ始まったばかりだ。ゴーエンジが戻るまでは絶対に俺たちでなんとかするさ。俺たちは全員で稲妻ジャパンだ。ゴーエンジ、しっかり直してこいよ。ああ。
There we go. Had to get a moment of silence in for the OGs. RIP, a real one. Thank you very much for your service, Goenji, for those long 15 minutes. But okay, free match. And these teams, level 75, route unlock. Which is, well, it's not terrible. Could be worse. So, let's see. Maybe... You know what? Let me use the delinquent team. Spice it up a little bit. So, route unlock. Level 75, not too bad. Most of them are advanced or growing, which is not too terrible to deal with. But then again, most of the hero battles in this game, not that tough either if you have a level 99 team. The rest of Orion has fun gameplay, but has more holes than a Swiss cheese. That also makes a lot of sense, actually, thinking about it, Lucas, more than you would think. Since, you know... Like the latter seasons of Go, Orion kind of operates on a lot of off-pitch events as well. There's a lot of off-pitch context that, similarly to Chrono Stones and Galaxy, even though the gameplay is marginally more fun with more objectives and such, all that context is just completely lost on you if you only focus on what happens on pitch. Which, when you think about it, is really not that much. Especially when it comes to all the plot devices that that Orion likes to operate on. But hey, you gotta... Well, it just goes to show that you shouldn't take the story of Inazuma 11 for granted. Or all of the filler episodes that you get in the anime, right? Because, yeah, they're filler. Yeah, they can get a bit one-note. But at the very least, they establish a story, and that is something that's distinctly lacking from the Chronicle mode in Victory Road sometimes. But overall, not too terrible. Yes, if you want the context, you're gonna have to watch Orion, which I would not recommend to anyone, to be completely honest. But, well, I do recommend it if you actually want to know what happens during the season, without having to fill in all of the holes. Okay, I'm just gonna lock in a quick first goal here. As per usual, the goal is just to get an advantage win. And I think for most of these that should be very feasible, given the relatively low level of these teams. Yo, Vinny! Hey, good evening, man. Good evening. Welcome. Good to have you. Just finished the story match for the Raging Bulls for Korea. So now I'm doing the free match. Yeah, Lucas, I also understand why they don't focus on off-pitch stuff too much, where they actually don't address basically anything of it. Because ultimately, it's the gameplay that matters, I think. And also, it kind of mirrors a pattern that most of the DS games like to do, especially the 3DS games, right? Which is storytelling through matches. Now, it's been a pretty long-standing complaint of players that kind of storytelling, the storytelling through actual gameplay, it really hampers the pacing of certain matches. And you know what? To an extent, I agree with those people. Okay, that guy's fire, apparently, so that's going to be the 2-0. But I mostly agree with the people who say it hampers the pacing of the matches, but also I think that it's very difficult to tell the whole story otherwise. Otherwise, the alternative would be you're going to have a lot of cutscenes. And I guess that's cool too, but, you know, in the end, Inazuma 11 is very dependent on its gameplay, which it's a very recognizable gameplay loop, right, for most players. So they don't want to deviate too much from that, which I also understand. You have to build a brand at the end of the day. Okay, missed that somehow. Let's get a bit of track cycling in. Vinny, you'll mostly be listening to the stream because you're extremely filled with stuff to do right now. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Hey, it's still good to have you, and good luck with everything you need to do. Lock the hell in. Hold on, ever? Ever? It's not enough. It's 49. I'm missing 49 power. Okay. That's alright. I think the advantage win should be possible. I just need some tension. Literally any tension. Okay, that's good. That's a start. Play it over to Sakurazaki. That's an easy 3-0. Type advantage against the goalkeeper. And he has 49 KP anyway, so... There we go. Hasn't done Firewall a single time, interestingly enough. But that only works in our favor. So absolutely no issue. So actually, what we're going to see in this season as well, which is also a nice parallel to the first Football Frontier International, is we're going to have a lot of tactics. A lot of tactics on these teams. I forget whether Korea actually has a proper tactic. I imagine that most of them they will actually use during the matches. But then again, haven't played this yet, so I really don't know anything about it. But I hope so, because this season has some really cool tactics. Especially when we get to teams like China. There's a lot of interesting stuff that they pull, so let's hope for the best. Okay, more tension. That's good. Need that. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna pass to Sakurazaki, apparently. It's not per se what I wanted to do. I wanted to pass to Hoshi. Then to Sakurazaki for some extra power. So we're gonna do Head Bazooka, Headbanger, and then I cannot do what I wanted to do anymore. But we can pass to Ozrock just about. I think he's still onside. And if he's not, I'm gonna be a little upset, not gonna lie. And then I think we can wrap it up. Yes, I think he's onside. Okay, huge, that should be it. And there we go. Good effort, good effort. Fantastic. Do you remember Korea having a tactic? Okay, that's good. Well, Korea in the original season of the Football Frontier International, of course, was very infamous for their tactic. The perfect zone press, of course. But looks like they didn't retain that. So that's good. Also, yeah, absolutely forgot to mention this, but happy birthday, Lucas! Yo, thank you for joining on your birthday. Hope you've been having a great day, man. Hope you've been having a great day. Hope I can help supplement that too, with my gameplay here. But let's see. Okay, June Davidson, new addition, is gonna level a bit. We get a little shy of 2 million EXP, so gets him up all the way to level 65. So that's a good start. A little sad that we don't have a version of him where he's actually wearing his sunglasses, but it is what it is. Okay, nothing especially interesting in this selection here. We've got Ares Kazemaru, Ares Goenji, but not really looking to get more of those guys, to be honest. But that's that. That is the first match of the Orion season. I completely forgot how the sequence goes. I think the next one is like Uzbekistan or Saudi Arabia or something. No, actually it's Australia. Okay, I remember this logo distinctly. This is the Shining Fallen Angels. Okay, okay. So it's not quite the Dark Angels, it's the Fallen Angels. Now, interestingly, in the Japanese version of the game, this team was called the Shining Satans, which I think it's decently obvious why they changed that name. They probably also changed the name of the captain, though since I'm playing with the Japanese names, I think we're gonna see it still. Yeah, okay, he's still called Satan. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So very interesting team this. I think all of the team members, these teams also, they have like naming themes, right? Just like in Go. So this team is based entirely on like devil adjacent characters. So the coach even is called Diabolos. So like Diablo, I guess. Beelzebub, Satan, yeah, Ashtaroth. So this is essentially, this is the Devil Army Z 2.0. Just they represent Australia for some reason. And good change on the team. We now have a spare goalkeeper. We have Saginuma on the bench. Which is where he's going to be for most of the season, unfortunately. Just like Gojin. And Ichihoshi's on pitch. Toromaru is on pitch. So, let's see how this goes then. Oh, you're feeling sick on your birthday, Lucas? God damn. You hate to hear it. The weather this weekend, it has not been great in the Netherlands. As me, Panda, and you probably know. So that is understandable, unfortunately. But, glad to hear you still had a good day. Yummy birthday cake, double chocolate, absolute banger. Love to hear that. And Grandma came over. W Grandma. Love to hear that as well. New Captain Tsubasa mention. Get your goofy ass out of here, Jahar. This do not compare Inazuma 11 to fucking Captain Tsubasa. I'm sure both have their merit. But Inazuma 11 is here. Ah, there he is. Satan. This is a very intriguing character. Or should I say characters, which we will most likely find out during the course of this match. Okay, the Fallen Angels, Shining Satans, the Mole Within is what this chapter is called. So I presume that we are going to have a little bit of a focus on Ichihoshi here, for obvious reasons. You like the Shining Satans, Panda? I get that. I get that. Kit is cool. They have some cool designs here and there. They have a few stinkers as well. But it's interesting how they work some actual Australian, like, Aboriginal things in there. I'm looking in particular at the guy on the bench, I think. I have to imagine that's inspired by some Aboriginal culture. So, at least, that's a cool thing. But okay. Shining Satans. Let's see what this team has in store. Complete a focus battle as Astor. Okay. I'm gonna play against As. Passing immediately to Satan. I like how he has his head cocked to the side permanently. Okay, Fubuki, surely. Surely Fubuki can do something against this guy. No. In fact, he cannot. Yep, we're starting immediately with this. Okay. Time to dance. This move we're gonna see a lot during this match. Now, are they actually... No, I guess they couldn't. Okay. That's fair enough. They couldn't really portray how this move works. How does it work anyway? Because, like, it stops the ball in time for a little bit, doesn't it? And then it suddenly accelerates, or something along those lines. It's a very weird move, that's all I remember. Oh, so it's like a teleportation thing. Okay, that's fair. Right, so time stops for everyone except for the user, I guess. And that's how it feels like the ball teleports. Teleports to the goal, essentially like a Maboroshi shot, I suppose. Ah. There we go. We're finally getting to see a tactic. Into thin air. That's okay, interesting. I don't know how much Fog Australia realistically gets, but... I mean, just in general, I always love the international teams because... Am I going to do spinning fans? You know what? Let me show us spinning fans. Kazamaru finally gets a defense move, and it's an actual good defense move too. But it doesn't do anything, of course, because ball timing. What I was going to say, I love the international teams because they pull so much inspiration from like actual culture from the countries that they represent. Now in Orion, that's a little different. There's a few outliers, very big outliers. But for the most part, we got some cool stuff. Absolutely. Natsumi! Oh! Why the goofy ass music for Natsumi, man? Oh, wait, the manager's head spinning around. Fantastic. It's a cute little detail. Feel the game. Feel the numbers, team. Go on. Time Trance uses similar hand hypnosis to the rest of the team. Sends a fake decoy illusion shot while artificially delaying the real shot to force the goalkeeper to mistime their move. Jesus Christ. That is one elaborate hypnosis. But you know what? Fair play. So Asto's gonna close his eyes. He's gonna feel the game. Can I feel the game too? Holy shit, I felt the game. Let's go! They're using hypnosis to lull their opponents into a trance. Okay. So this is where the bullshit starts for Orion? Actually, it started with the mirrors and the spikes. Not even gonna lie. Planting false visuals. Right, so that is how Time Trance actually works. Shout out to Panda for actually explaining that in shockingly a lot of detail. But yeah, hypnosis. That's surprisingly, hypnosis is gonna appear quite a few times, actually. Also, Kido apparently gets overhead penguin, which I had forgotten about. Overhead penguin! So he gets it from Haizaki, which is awesome. Taiyo no Guillotine! Oh, what a banger name. Unfortunately, they called it Razor Blade in the dub. I wish they'd retained the guillotine part because that's literally what it is. Haizaki the Apprentice. Oh boy. Oh wow. What an animation. Okay. I see you. I see you. So now we got considerably more chill Satan. But still just as dangerous. Where is my player going though? Why did I not just start off with Kido? Okay, win a focus battle is Kido. Let's see. Here we go. What we got next? This shit again? We're blinding people again? So everyone's spikes are just outfitted. You know what, Lucas? Turns out you were wrong. In fact, Kido does get affected by the mirrors. In fact, everyone gets affected by the mirrors. And there's no referees. Famously, there's no referees in Inazuma 11 to actually make this happen. To actually do something about it. So I presume I can't really do anything against this either. It's gonna be a 3-1. Okay, that's fine. That's understandable. Time trans, they still haven't quite figured out how time trans actually works. Can either of us explain what is up with the Captain of Australia? Lucas, you want to know what the matter is with the Captain of Australia? Split personality disorder, pretty much. That's literally just what it is. He has 3 different personalities, of which we've seen 2 so far. In the second half, I believe we will get acquainted with the 3rd personality too. Okay, to be fair, his goggles would have prevented him from getting blinded by a simple mirror, supposedly. But we're dealing with lasers now. Also, Yami! Good evening, Yami! Good to have you in. Welcome to the worst season of the series. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. But hey, we already made it through the Korea match, currently onto the Australia match. And you know what? For the time being, it's not that bad. It's not terrible. The gameplay's good. お前が光を受けたとき、一押しは不自然に立ち止まっていた。まるで光を当てる場所を調整するかのようにな。ああ。Oh, sick beatbox. He's turning back? Oh, okay. And there's the 3rd personality. This is where we get the actual fucking lunatic onto the pitch. This is where we actually get a lunatic hospital patient onto the pitch. This, you know what? Ironically, I think I like this captain a lot more than I presumed I did. Than I remember I did. But, wow, okay. What do I do? Penguin Goto Anto Demire. As per usual. Oh, and it needs to do something still. Hold. Zigzag strike. Why does it sound like they just reused this line from the anime and added a filter to disguise it? You know, Panda, that's not even that unfeasible. I think it might actually be just that, not gonna lie. Goto Strikada! Okay, but we pulled it back. 2-3. But now, Satan is a proper threat, and we're gonna see that in the second half, for sure. I really hope that this Satan has a different different voice line for time trance as well. I hope they took it from, you know, the anime. お前は恋に俺たちに不利なプレーをしている。何が目的だ？これでも日本代表なんです。そんなことするわけないでしょう。それより気をつけてくださいよ。木戸さんも郷円寺さんのように試合中に怪我なんかしないように。一応し、貴様。 We need to get his ass. Need to eliminate his ass ASAP.
ゴエンジの足をやったのもそいつらの計画的な犯行だと考えられる。俺はあいつを排除する。
Kito's out for violence for real. Okay, great. Oh wait, does this have this scene? Oh, I think it does. I think it might. Hold on, win a focus battle. Let's see. Satan, get your ass over here. He's back to his chill personality, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. That should do it. Oh, hold on. Looks like they're on good terms. Oh. Damn, okay. Hold on, we're injuring people? We are actively injuring people. Okay, you know what? This one absolutely fucking deserved. Oh, the smirk is so satisfying too. This was one of the better moments in the Orion anime, actually. It's so good. The shit-eating smirk on those guys' faces is what makes it all worth it. Asto, we're getting blinded with lasers and mirrors in people's spikes. I don't think this is football. This wasn't football from the start. Satan is such a quirky little guy, not complex by any means, but pretty memorable. See, yes, he's memorable for sure, and that's probably mostly due to the fact that he has 3 fucking personalities. Which it looks like he's back to his actual lunatic personality, so that's good. Complete a focus battle against Satan. Is he? No, that's just his regular personality, okay. Right, the lunatic one is just bright red, or dark red. This is more like a dark orange. You know, if he wasn't an actual patient, I feel like he would fit very well on the delinquent team, actually. There it is. Orion no Kokuin. Is she gonna do the thing? Yes! Yes, there it is. Okay. The dango, oh my god, man. The amount of bullshit they pull to actually instruct people of these tactics is incredible. If this season wasn't so ass, it would actually have a lot of potential. Tension fully restored. This is going to be Fujin, Raijin, Ghosto! Yeah, there it is. Mega Majin Trio. Possibly the worst name for that move conceivable. But, pretty sick move. And it is Void Element too. Oh, fuck yeah, because of the ghost, I have to imagine. Raijin! Ghosto! Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is a sick-ass move. And what a good adaptation, actually, too. Now I have to use Kori no Yari, which is a long shot as Hyura. Yep. Ooh, the triple axle? Okay. I'm seeing you. Another banger? Hold on. Overburst? And they're killing Ichihoshi. Kill his ass! Fuck yeah. Got him. And that should be the equalizer, I think. Is it not 3-3 now? Oh, hold up.
Ichihoshi, 大丈夫か? 立てるか?
It is so cold and so satisfying. Oh my god. This is such a good moment, actually. I think this match alone is probably the most satisfying part of all of Orion. And that says a lot. Reminder that this is the second match. Sorry for interrupting Ichihoshi. Actually, fuck you. Not sorry. This is the second match of the season. But it is probably the best, actually. Purely because of the events that happen here. Kido, based as hell, instructing two of the baddest guys on the team to actually kick into Ichihoshi actively. I did not pay attention to where I was supposed to pass, but it is amazing. It is so satisfying. Because Ichihoshi is such a little shitbag. I hate that guy with a passion. Like, they tried to salvage him halfway through the season. It just doesn't work out. It's too far gone by that point. Oh, they're gonna put him straight out of commission. Get his ass, Haizaki. Goody two shoes over here, man. Yikes. It would have been so much better if Astor had just not done anything about this. Should have just let it happen, man.
キドさんがチームを守るなら俺はサッカーを守ります。どうして僕なんかをかばって仲間を傷つけようとするなんて許せないんだ。サッカーは怒りや憎しみをぶつけ合うものじゃない。こんなことしてたらサッカーはサッカーじゃなくなっちゃうよ。
Ichihoshi is so annoying. I love how everyone shits on him. Dude, real, Vinny. Real. It's the best part of Orion. Unironically. He literally is just Fubuki. And then, yeah, the plot twist. Then he thinks he can be a douche because of his plot twist. Fubuki, you didn't catch Fubuki doing that. Not a single second, by the way. Well, maybe if he turned into Atsuya, but then by that point it's not really Shiro, you know? It's not Fubuki. The score using Penguin Zagoto Antodeberu. One more time. Remember Tsurugi? No, okay, but like, you're comparing Tsurugi, you're hearing this, right? You're comparing Tsurugi to Ichihoshi. Really, I don't think that, even if you'd given Ichihoshi enough time to redeem himself, he would have been a likable character. I mean, sure, if they'd, you know, what would they even have done to make him redeemable? They could have done something similar to Tsurugi, but Tsurugi doesn't just, you know, well, does he trauma dump about Yuichi maybe? I forget, but either way, we gotta compare apples with apples and not apples with oranges. What are we doing now? Win the match? That's that? Okay. Let's see then. Let's get this one in. Just this once. Explosion! Oh, we got someone in the chat who likes Ichihoshi, though. One person, Taskat, you like Ichihoshi? Hey, that's okay, mate. That's okay. Everyone makes mistakes once in a while. No, I'm not gonna diss anyone for the characters that they decide to like or dislike. But for me, Ichihoshi is just irredeemable. Now, let's see. Maybe we can stab one more into the goal. Get one more past the goalkeeper here. Yeah, no, you're right, Vinny, because, you know, even when Fubuki, when Shiro becomes Atsuya, he's not a douche, he's just cocky. Yeah, that's different. You're absolutely right about that, of course. Oh, you know what, actually? I'm kinda excited. This is a complete different tangent, right? But there's gonna be some really cool moves they'll be able to buy once I've done all these matches. I mean, Taiyo no Guillotine, for one. Beautiful move. Absolutely beautiful move. And that's that. That is the match against the Shining Satans, and holy shit. The amount of objectives in this match was insane. That was actually a great match to play. Unironically. I'm very happy about how this is going, actually. Since, like I said, very hard season to watch, but to play, it's actually been very fun. So, I'm very happy with that. Maybe that's just, you know, my Ichihoshi hating mind speaking, but did unfortunately not get Satan. I would like to get Satan, actually. If I can get one drop for Satan, that'd be awesome. I would probably use him on one of my teams. But yeah, that's that for Australia. Simon? Simon? Blackwell? Azazel. Okay. You know, I hope that Haizaki pulls out his classic line from the anime. So just because he has a tragic backstory means he's allowed to do anything? Question mark? Please tell me it's so. Doping? Oh, this is a thing, right. They assassinate Kido? I completely forgot about this. Ichihoshi, fuck ass Ichihoshi, planted the drugs on Kido. Kill this guy. Kill him. Kill him. Took him out for being the most base character on the team. Punch him! These kids need to learn to pick violence a little more often. So just because he has a tragic backstory... No, my faith in Ichihoshi, it was misplaced. You don't fucking say. These MCs have no media literacy. But okay, that's that. Right, so we got two of our best players basically just assassinated. Goenji and Kido. Yikes. Hate to see that. Already off to a tough start. Let's see then. Why did Kido get banned for this, but Season 1 Zeus got off scot-free? Because here's the difference. The Football Frontier tournament within Japan, within the region, wasn't... I don't think it was overseen by a literal international regulation body, as opposed to the Football Frontier International. So they could just kind of do whatever they wanted. You know, it was whatever. But okay, free match against the Fallen Angels, the Shining Satans. Couldn't help but notice that the goalkeeper is a fire element, so Sakurazaki is going to be very helpful here. I'm gonna see... and Xanark as well, actually. We have a very strong offense for this. And you know what? Just to drive that home a little bit further, I'm gonna do a little bit of this. And that should work out just fine, I think. Put Hoshi in the middle here. She does have Heavy Baby, so... yeah, she can block if need be. But okay. Don't mean to throw shade at Kisoji, but I think Kisoji is less stupid than Asta. Look, that is the MC vibe, also, kind of, I'm afraid. But then also, right, on the flip side, Andor... I don't think Andor would ever do something like that. Andor would never, you know, be that naive, if that makes sense. Like, that's just how I feel. It's not corroborated by any evidence, because I'm sure Andor has his moments too. And then again, Andor is never confronted with a literal traitor on his team. But well, I feel like Andor would have a lot more media literacy if this happened. Tenmai could see doing this, you know? Tenmai could absolutely see doing the same thing. But yeah, some of these MCs, they're not creating a great track record for themselves. Pretty sure Kageyama was one of the Football Frontier Internationals or some shit like that. Hey, if that's true, that would make even more sense. I mean, it was his own team, so... But definitely no conflict of interest there. Absolutely none. None whatsoever. Okay, nice pass, man. Fantastic pass. Let me get some tension off you guys. Asmodeus. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's see here. I need Xanark. Xanark, so I need a clean bicycle kick. Should do more than half of his keeper power here, yeah. Okay. Need my criminal, my actual criminal, to pitch in here. And that's gonna go out. Because they love cocking me like that. Get his ass done. Okay, that's a good pass. Sakurazaki to Kusaka. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. We got there. I don't think I even need to do a Hisatsu, honestly. Yeah, I absolutely can just do that with a regular shot. Taiyo no Guillotine also makes so much sense for the goalkeeper of Australia to have. Great Barrier Reef is where it was at, of course, initially. But Taiyo no Guillotine, I like it. Also, is this not literally just called Invisible in, like, the Japanese version? I think so. Itadakimasu. Dude, June Davidson is such a funny character. You gotta imagine he's just a fucking tourist that they plucked off the street. I will maintain this headcanon, actually. Okay, well, I'm seeing a lot of talk about Endo in the chat, and fittingly, we just got an Endo spirit. Bro forgot Domon was a traitor in Season 1. That's true, actually. You're absolutely right about that. That's because, believe it or not, I do not actually think of Domon on a regular basis. Sorry. But you are right. Yeah, that's true. Then again, a traitor on a regional team, on a local team, and a traitor on a national team is a bit of a different caliber, I have to imagine. Okay, you can't be doing that to Hoshi, actually. Hoshi, please. Yes! Okay, awesome. Thank you, Hoshi. Beautiful. Did not want to get her hurt by pyrokinetic. Okay, so that's what... Okay. Okay. So I'm not... Okay. So, okay. I see. Understand. I understand what is happening in this situation. Okay, there. Kyobo Head should do it. People are saying Unmei is better than Endo. That's an interesting take. I have been there, actually. Mentally, I have been there, so I understand. I think I rewatched some of the OG seasons recently again, and I don't think anyone's ever beating Endo for me, personally. Okay, let me see here. I want to get a bit more tension, and then I'll do track cycling to get up there, get the last goal, and then that's going to be it. This one, that's what I need. Okay, nice. Endo never faced a traitor that was still doing treason. Oh, because, like... Oh, I see what you're saying. Because Domon actually admitted to being a traitor and becoming a good guy in the end. Right. He doesn't actually... He's not changed by force, like someone like Ichihoshi. Also like how this Australian guy actually pronounces cut in the English way. Demon cut! That's nice, that's cool. I like that. That's a nice little detail. Okay, hold on, we can still make this. Xanark? Oh, he's so free. Oh, he's so free. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be the 4-0 on the cusp of finishing this match. You love the June Davidson tourist hat cannon? Like, for real. I mean, you gotta look at the timeline of things, right, for June Davidson. He's just kind of there. It's obvious from both his name and his accent that he's not a native Japanese man. He just kind of... You know, the other thugs just kind of hype him up to do something about Sakurazaki. He doesn't understand jack shit. Doesn't understand a single word what those thugs are saying in Japanese. and then he pulls out some random Japanese that he learned from Duolingo or something. Does not make sense in the conversation whatsoever. He's gotta be just a tourist that was there at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's kind of plucked him off the street because he was big and buff. They figured he'd fit right in. But yeah, in the end, he's just a silly little guy from America, probably. Possibly a weeb. Possibly a weeb. Yikes. No Satan, but it got Kusaka, so that's huge. Got one of the guys, Asmodeus, who is probably the one with one of the more interesting designs on this team, honestly. And that's it. That's all from the Shining Satans. Only got Asmodeus. Okay, not bad. You didn't even know he had an American name in the Japanese version? Yeah, no. No, that's an interesting little detail that you might miss if you don't play on these, yeah, the romanicized Japanese names. What's this then? Dude, these logos are so... These feel like 2020 company logos. Like, with how simplistic they are. They've been boiled down to just abstract art. I think this is Uzbekistan or Saudi Arabia. I think this is Uzbekistan. I believe so. Eternal Dancers? Surely. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, this is Uzbekistan. No, this is Saudi Arabia. This is Saudi Arabia. Okay, there we go. So, okay. Saudi Arabia. Interesting. Eternal Dances. With all of these guys, I believe, in the dub, have the name of a bird as their first name, and then they just have an Arabic last name, or the other way around. But, yeah, okay. What has changed about the team? So Ando is actually off the pitch for this match. For goalkeepers, we have Saginuma, we have Nishikage, which, for better or for worse, is not going to go well, I don't think. And aside from that, not much has changed. We retain mostly the same players. So that's good. Unfortunately, still have Ichihoshi on the pitch. Is this Uzbekistan? See, this feels like they have... This feels like Arabic names, though. Is this Uzbekistan? Next one is Saudi Arabia? Huh. Interesting. So I was right initially in saying that we were playing Saudi Arabia. Wait, no, I wasn't right. Wait. This cannot be Uzbekistan. Why do these guys have these names? Okay, whatever. You know what? Whatever. Whatever. I'll just take it at face value. Uzbekistan. Whoa, hold on. Hold on, a little bit of whiplash. What do you mean Endo was arrested? I genuinely do not recall jack shit about Orion. Why is Ando arrested? What has he done? Was he arrested for being too jolly? Like, what's the issue? Yeah, but that's... Exactly, Vinny. Like, we're looking at Uzbekistan now, right? And these guys... Okay, actually, I'm gonna get into this in a little bit. But I have thoughts. Nishikage on goal. Love that, actually. Love that. Nah, that's fine. We can play without Nosaka. Okay, there we go. Okay, but that... Okay, so here's my thoughts, right? We had Uzbekistan in Galaxy as well. Now, in Uzbekistan, in Galaxy, we had names like Yuri Asokov, Garborov, or whatever they were called, you know? They had actual... In Uzbekistan, they have like a... They have Cyrillic script, right? And they have like a Russian-adjacent language. Right? I'm not going insane? So why are these people called Muhammad and Shatar? Like, what... Surely this is, like, not how it's supposed to be. But okay, anyway, Ando got arrested. We have Nishikaga on goal. I'm pretty sure that we're going to have Nosaka later down the line in this match as well, unfortunately. But, okay. Let's see. Yeah, this guy's literally called Farhad. You're not going to find a single person called Farhad in Uzbekistan. I'm going to be so for real. Who is Anahan? That's this guy. Okay. So we're going to lose this, obviously. He's going to play to Dust? Yeah, okay. This team does have some funny voice lines that I think someone has already pointed out. Yeah, this is one of them. Requiem Dust. I'm pretty sure this guy... I've seen this guy have multiple moves in his moveset where he sings the move name. Also, why does Nishikage have 0 goalkeeper moves? Where's Oke no Tate? Where's... What is it called again? Grabber arm? Yes. It actually is Uzbekistan. This... Like, tell me I'm going insane. These names do not fit in Uzbekistan whatsoever.
木戸さんや野坂さんのような司令塔がいないせいでメンバー同士のフォローが機能していない。個々の判断によるポジショニングではフィジカル面で圧倒的に上回る世界レベルの選手には通用しない。くそ、俺が弱気になってどうする。俺は野坂さんが帰れる場所を守らなきゃならないんだ。
That's okay. Nosaka doesn't have to return, to be honest. We're good. We're fine. Ando had a gamer moment. Ando said a slur. Ando saying a slur. The closest Ando has been to saying a slur was calling Afrodi meisje, or like blondie, in the Dutch dub. And that's already something that's really out of character for him. Sorry, complete a focus battle as Asto. Let's see. That's Ichihoshi. Where's Asto? All the way on the left for some reason. Muhammad. No one in Uzbekistan is called Muhammad, bro. I'm gonna be so real with you. No one is called Humush in Uzbekistan. Like, this has to be some kind of translation mistake. Okay, and once again we're getting Requiem dusted, I think. Or Hollow Blair. Okay, Nishikage, lock the fuck in. Lunar Eclipse, okay, we're back. We have Oke no Tate, finally. Why did you not have this from the start? And he still manages to lose, Nishikage. What are we doing? That's okay, man. It's always a comeback story. Dang it all! Have I been to Uzbekistan? No. I have not been to Uzbekistan, to be fair, but I have pretty solid evidence based on a lot of GeoGuessr knowledge and also a lot of Inazuma 11 Go Galaxy knowledge on which I can decently certainly base my assertions. Oh, he voices Horn Train. Oh, interesting. Also, that's a block move. Very interesting. And he also has and voices Horn Train. Very cool. Very cool. So that will just completely murk my shot, apparently. Okay, let's see. Well, I did not check. I'm pretty sure this goalkeeper is like fire element. He's gotta be. It's gotta be fire or wind. Rasta! We're back to the original Cosmic Blaster. And now we can finish this off with a zigzag strike. Clean. 370? That should be good for 1 go at least. Okay, so he's wood. That's fine. Completely misread his stab element, but that's okay. That's okay. Lucas, you've never heard Andor call Aphrodite Macy, Blondie. I think he even says, let's see, what does he say? Kom maar op, ik ben niet bang voor jou, blondje. Something along those lines. It's like, it's something that's so completely out of character for Andor, but... Holy shit, please let Gojin play. Please let Gojin play. If you're a good character, you will let Gojin play.
あなたは日本の秘密兵器まだ出すのは早いと思うんです。僕も同感です。ゴージン先輩が出るのはまだ早い。
I'm gonna be so for real. I would rather have Gojin, not gonna lie. I really do not want this guy on my pitch right now. Really cannot use this right now.
野坂さん、お帰りなさい。心配をかけたみたいだね。試合前の最後の検査がギリギリになってしまって。
Yikes, the team just got incrementally worse. Unfortunately, he is quite key to this season. Which I do not love in the slightest. But well, we gotta make do. Okay, Gojin does not get to play. Gojin gets cocked the entire season. Just like Saginuma. Alright, now be ready for 15 objectives with Nosaka. Win a focus battle as Nosaka. Okay, let's go. Solideryx. Like, that's a name I could see in Uzbekistan. But that's like the only one that I've seen so far. What are we doing? Royal Virtuoso. Okay, Mans is just stealing from Shindo now. Even though he doesn't exist yet in this timeline, we all know he's stealing from Shindo. Score using Penguin za Goto Anto Deberu. That's a mouthful. I understand why they shorten it now, not gonna lie. There's still sick-ass animation. And this is not going to be blocked by anything. We have plot armor. Behind bars. Another interesting choice for a dub name. The fact that that move even exists, like how does the logistics of that work? How do the logistics of playing the piano block a shot move? I'd really love to know, to be completely honest. Okay, Crescent Kick as Nosaka. I faintly remember this move from the move compilation for Orion that I watched while on holiday in Poland. And that's about all I remember from it. But apparently Nosaka has a bit of a difficult time passing literally anyone, so... Right. Now we're here. Let's see. Chikuichi Monji. I mean, it feels a lot like Chikuichi Monji, just a lot less cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the stuff that Nosaka does as well is... It's kind of just stolen from other characters that have already happened by this point. Yeah, man, no one fucking cares, Ichihashi. No one cares. Playing the piano doesn't make sense to stop a shot. That's why it never stops anything in the anime. No, you know what, Panda? Point taken. Successfully passed the ball to Astor. Okay, why did that go to Haizaki? Hello? Dust. One chance at life, my parents call me Dust. Okay, here you go. I pass and immediately have the ball stolen from me. That's awesome. Love that for an objective. Yura? What did he do? Oh, he's back on his feet. He's fine. Play for victory. Okay. Is that it? No, there's an enemy boost, so there's gonna be something else. Cunning Pool. He actually sings when he initiates a focus battle. Okay, okay, I see you. We're gonna get another Requiem Dust. Yep. Dust. Oh. It's okay, man. We get the point now. Is this Artemis Ring? Force Shield, yeah. Possibly, this may also be a contender for one of the worst name adaptations. Not gonna lie. Are we gonna name Artemis Ring Force Shield? Okay, interesting. It reuses the position for All-Star, and it also reuses part of the sound effect. Interesting, interesting. Admittedly, not a huge fan of how they, you know, just kind of reused move animations to fill in the Ares and Orion moves, but... GG Kazamaru too. That's rough. Hold on. We're getting styled on by fucking NPCs? Nah, man. Real people already doing that to me too much. I can't have the CPUs doing it too. Okay. Whoosh. I miss the Iris animation, actually. I do miss it. Okay, let's get this 180 shot. Being called Dust is not nearly as bad as being called Michael Balzac. Yeah, that is certainly true. You're right about that. Ooh, Killer Fields? Hold on. Can we? What do you mean Horn Train beats Killer Fields? And why does he look so giddy about charging at me? I don't like that. I did see something else pretty fun that Fudo has. Hold on. Ah yeah, hold on, there it is. I do not want to pass to Nosaka. I don't want to pass to any of these people. Just go to Aston, it's fine. Desecration Zone! And then we're gonna finish this up with a Polar Bear number 2. With Ichihoshi, I do not want this guy here. I did not invite him. Blood thinks he's part of the team. That should be the 4-2. Okaku no Sonata! Yeah, no. No shot, man. Nice try. Okay, that's that. That's 4-2. And in fact, is that the canon score for this match? I'm decently sure there's one or more matches that they win with a 2-point advantage, actually. Complete a focus battles Iwato. Wait, hold on. What are we doing? Hold on. Oh, we're not done yet. Oh my god, I'm losing. I'm throwing. What are we doing? Why did no one tell me? Okay. What are we still doing, bro? I'm up 4-2. We have a minute and a half, man. What do you mean? Why was there like no hand? I didn't notice anything. Oh, is this Code Zero? Is this fucking Grid Omega version 2? Okay. So we're being the bad guys now. That is at least something that is decently interesting about the Orion season. The actual Inazuma Japan, the branded good guys, get to be the bad guys for a minute. We get to use Grid Omega now. Got him. Okay. And is that another goal? Does it just go in like that? Oh my god. That's so savage. They even got the goalkeeper. Damn.
ことだ、野坂。グリッドオメガ。悪を成敗するためにちょっとずるい技を使わせてもらったよ。どういう理由があれ、グリッドオメガのためだと知っていたら、とっくに身が入らなかっただろ。汚いぞ、こんな技を。僕は戦術の皇帝。
Okay, man, and then he does this cringe-ass Emperor of Tactics stuff. Yeah, I don't care, man. Don't care. Is there anything else we need to do? I have like a minute. Gonna be so for real. Oh, there's more. It's over. I think it's over. Score using golden gold? But that'd be so for real. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 objectives, and no one informed me that I had to score with Astor before then. Okay. Oh, I have to do the whole fuck-ass match again. Okay, whatever, man. Whatever. Why was there, like, I didn't see a single thing telling me to move to Iwato. Okay, man, whatever. We saw this dialogue. Don't care, don't care. Skip. Don't care. Just move on. To do this whole ass match. Fucking hell. Why is the indicator not clear? Am I really that blind? Like, surely not. I've been staring at the screen the entire time. I didn't see a single indicator telling me to go to Iwato. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna speedrun this match. It's fine. What do we do again? Focus battle? Whatever. Just do it. And lose. Yeah. Why is... Okay, but why in the second half, right? We're at the second half. So we're like the last quarter of the match. Right? And then we still have to do like 2 or 3 objectives. Like, I get that it makes it more interesting to play the match. But scoring that goal with Astor as well is so unnecessary. Okay, yeah. We don't catch this. I think this is like... Is this... This is, I think, the 3rd Chronicle match that I've lost. One of which was because of a bug. The other of which was just because I didn't do something right, I think. I forget what match it was. Maybe like Shin Teikoku? I think it was Shin Teikoku, yeah, because I wasn't supposed to use a shot, I believe. And then I used a shot against Genda, and that's where things went horribly wrong. So I was supposed to lose this, right? Is that still? Yeah, okay, fair enough. This goes back to dust. Yeah, we've seen this. Let's move out of the way, let him do his thing. Skill issue? Yeah, maybe so. You know what, I'm just gonna cop that one, honestly. That was a skill issue. I probably should have paid better attention to the objectives, but also I did not expect to have to pass to my fucking defender this late into the match. But it is what it is. I'll take this one in stride. I'll take this one standing up. Well, sitting down, but you get the point. This time we're gonna do it right, and we're gonna do it fast as well. So yeah, now it's just play for victory. Like, what? So now it's play for victory. And then they have me do 27 things in the second half of the match. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I respect it, you know? I respect it. I'm okay with this. You know why I'm okay with this? Because that means that we get to do see this again. And you know what? I wasn't really feeling the last match anyway. I wasn't feeling it. I had a feeling that we were going to get bad spirits, so I wanted to do it again. Okay, so actually, in a rare twist of things, he's actually going to stop the ball. With Bokoku, whatever it's called. Bokoku no Sonata, or whatever. Behind bars. Okay, now let's play the match like it was intended, apparently. Yeah, Gojin, you'll get your chance another day. Sorry. Nosaka, yep. Have to do 27 things with Nosaka. We get the vibe. Okay, get your ass over here. Win a focus battle against Humush, who is apparently in Uzbekistani. Okay, here we go. Skip the cutscene. Something something Royal Virtuoso. His ass wishes he were Shindo. Yep, dialogue, Ichihashi, we get it, we get it. And now we get to actually score. Well, we did this before, so not too surprising, but... Penguins are go to Anto Deberu. Said with enough salt to season a whole bucket of fries. I could go for a bucket of fries right now, I'm not gonna lie. After losing like that, like, you know, yeah, it sucks, but that's honestly just on me. I've gone through all the Kubler-Ross stages of grief. I'm at acceptance currently. I've accepted that it was my mistake. But it's okay. I'm gonna fix my mistake. I'm gonna pass to my defender this time. Okay, Seal Matrix again, right. Season 2 Aphrodite sounds a bit different, yeah. Because he's... well, it's essentially a different guy. You know, he's not cocky anymore. He's not literally feeling like a god anymore. He's just kind of a regular guy. So, that also means he has to be portrayed differently. Just like, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, by the way, the Dutch people who've watched the Dutch dub, but Ando's voice, throughout the seasons, it gets gradually like deeper and deeper. Which I think is pretty cool. Because it shows that he's actually, you know, maturing. He's getting older as the seasons go on. So, I don't know, I think that's kind of neat. I think the Dutch voice actor for Ando did a fantastic job with him. Like, Dutch Ando, so iconic. Okay, there we go, 2-2-2. We're practically back up to where we left off. And now let's see, does it actually... what does it tell me to do? Right, pass the ball to Astor. Then I immediately lose the ball to one of these Uzbekistanis. To the girl. Yeah. Passes the Dust. Dust breaks through, does Requiem, Dust, and then I think Nishikage gets Artemis Ring. Except for Hiroto being here first, apparently. Okay, move a bit faster, man. Like, we don't have all day. There you go. The Dutch Inazuma 11 dub is so damn good, and it feels weird to say that about Dutch dubs. I know how you feel, Lucas. But the Inazuma 11 dub, Dutch dub, is absolutely iconic. There's no other word for it. There's a lot of weird things. I mean, just thinking Dvalen, Desarm, you know? Ooh, Dutch Desarm. Maak je borst maar nat! Oh, it's an experience for sure. Oh, I see the arrow now. I see the hand on Godo. Okay. On Goremu. Yeah, I see it now. And I lose, so it literally doesn't even match it. Seal Matrix. Okay. Oh, he voices it. Za Stampe! Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard anyone voice that move. Okay, well, we just saw this too. Riddle Mega 2.0. Yep, we've been here. We've seen this. And now this is where we left off, I think. Okay. Picking things back up from where we left off. It's okay. Fix the situation. This guy really does not enjoy what we've done, but it's fine. And now for some reason we still need to score with Golden Goal, Shining Bird, to get to the cannon score, I guess. To get to the cannon 4-2, sorry. Okay. There we go. So can I can use Grid Omega. What did it do, even? Disables opponents in the ball, temporarily disables enemy dash. Enemy tension, minus 20%. Damn, okay. Yeah, okay. Just disables carries near the ball, like Ghost Lock. But it does a lot more aside from that, so... okay. Here we go. Shining Bird. I presume this is the last thing we'll have to do then in this match. Look, I'm just saying, if Shining Bird had been a long shot, I think we would have made it last time. But yeah. There we go. The canon 4-2 has been achieved by means of the actual game. Not by my own means. God forbid you play the game as you want, and that was literally the last objective. Okay. So, the difference is literally golden goal not being a long shot. That would have done it last time. But okay, it is what it is. Again, it's fine. We got here pretty fast, so I'm not upset. Oh, I did this one somehow? I think I meant to do the crescent kick, but this one's fine too. It's been a while since we saw this one. That is actually a long shot, for some reason. Okay, here we go. You watched almost everything except for the very final bits of Season 3 for the Dutch dub? Because they're very hard to find, that's true. See, that's the problem with the latter half of Season 3. It doesn't matter which dub you're looking for, most of those episodes are very heavily copyright claimed. So they're almost unfindable on YouTube. Which is something that I found out through the multi-language videos, unfortunately. But I know that one Dutch YouTuber, Eli. I'm pretty sure if you're in the Dutch Inazuma community, you know Eli. You know, he's recreated or remastered all of the episodes. I think he's uploaded them on a Google Drive as well, so you can freely watch them. If you have his channel, and you have the Google Drive, I guess. But that's what I've been doing. But, yeah. Okay, there we go. Actual successful match against Uzbekistan. But hey, that didn't take that long to backtrack. Took a few minutes, so not too bad, not too bad. Not gonna lie, passing back to Gorem that late in the game, why is that necessary? Just have me score with Astor straight up. The pass back to Gorem was not at all necessary. Gojin and we got Dust. Okay, there we go. His plays unfold like a grand opera, full of flair as he taunts the opposing keeper. What a description to have. They're starting to realize what they're doing is wrong. Bro, get your trauma-looking ass out of my sight. No one cares. No one cares that you have a vendetta against everyone who lives and breathes. Okay, there we go. So, free match against the Eternal Dancers. This is, in fact, the second, not the third match that we play against this team. Definitely not the third match. We won that first match first try. Okay. This is looking to be another easy advantage win, though, since... I don't know what element this... No, he was wood. Hold on. So let me get leader in here, and then... What else can I do? Hoshi up front? The ever Hoshi up front? Hold on. Could be a banger. And then what else? I mean, get him in, and then... I think I wanna... You know what? Let me try Saryu for a bit. Or Saru. Going from the absolute chat that is Dutch Hiroto to whatever the hell English dub Hiroto is. Okay, but at the same time, can we talk about Dutch dub Tobitaka and how he sounds? Like, I think that is possibly one of the bigger crimes that the Dutch dub has done. If you listen to Tobitaka in Japanese, and then you move over to Tobitaka in the Dutch dub, yeah, it is criminal what you're getting yourself into. I do not like Tobitaka's voice in the Dutch dub at all. Even though that's what I grew up with. Okay, Shellbit Burst. And then I think Head Bazooka to finish it up. Get the type advantage. Yep, find the weak spots. That should be good. I think he can do Horn Train to block. Let's hope he doesn't, but... He does Horn Train. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Might still go in. It will still go in. And that's the Hoshi difference. Opa. That's what we love to see. The VA for Tobitaka also voices Sakuma. For Sakuma, it works. For Tobitaka, it absolutely doesn't. Especially when you have the Japanese Tobitaka as a reference. Oh, what a pass. Oh, what a pass. Leader! Whoppa! That's not going in because the keeper AI changed, but... Back in the day, I'm telling you, back in the day, that would have gone in. Okay, you know what? We can just do it again. But this time the other corner, so the defender can't reach. Unless he reached. Okay, whatever. That's in. So that's a 2-0 in the 10th minute. That's solid. Asya! Yeah, just like this guy's voice is kind of criminal, not gonna lie. Why is it so high-pitched? Like, why was that ever necessary? Yeah, F for Dutch Tobitaka, F for leader in the Japanese version of the game, apparently. Itadakimasu. I'm not gonna get over this guy, actually. I'm so happy that I pulled him. Because he is by far the most entertaining one on the Backstreet Kickers, I think. Man of few words, but the words he does speak are certainly not native Japanese. Okay, Kusaka, let's see. Just we're not gonna use this for much else. Berserk mode. Ooh, let's see. Can I do a... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do a Kyobo head towards Hoshi. And she can round it up. I don't think it's... Nah, it's not gonna be enough. But... Especially since we're gonna get railed by 2 Horn Trains, apparently. And I have to focus up again. We'll have to suffer one more here. Never mind. He couldn't do it yet. Aurora Curtain? Okay, okay. I don't hate it. Interesting pick. I can't change characters. My controller died. Okay, Uzbekistan, give me like a few seconds to get back on track here. Okay, there we go. We're back. And I immediately got memed. Okay. Tobitaka. And June. Hey, Tobitaka's got that shit. Hold on. Let me show you a little something that my Tobitaka has. And that is a lot of defense. Gemeene kopstoot. Well, is that what you call brutal head in Dutch? I wonder what they would go for. If they actually decided to translate Galaxy to Dutch, which they never will, but one can dream. One can have a pipe dream or two. Let's see, regular shot, I think. It's even with Bound Flame, I don't think it'd go in. I find it nice that both you and me have a teeny scout we like. Thank you, Lucas. I'm glad that we're able to connect on that front. You know, for you it's the little math guy, the little nerd, and for me it's the literal coolest scout ever conceived. Mika and Hoshi. But hey, both have their own merit, and we can absolutely bond over that. They just got some banger scouts in Victory Road. I'm just gonna go out and say it. They might even have some of the best scouts in Victory Road. You know, that happened across the entirety of Inazuma 11. If I were to choose Nosaka or Ichihoshi... Okay, now we're asking like philosophical level questions. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can pick between awful and terrible. That's like, unironically, one of the most difficult questions I've been asked in my life. Okay, I desperately need like a breach or something. I don't have any tension, so... Okay, did not get a breach, so that's gonna have to be advantage time, unfortunately. Duped by the Eternal Dancers yet again, but it is what it is. Oh, Shinkuma multi-language exists. Absolutely. Absolutely, Lucas. That was the very first multi-language that I did. And it's a little rough around the edges. It was the first ever proper video that I edited in a video editing software as well. So, yeah, it's a little rough around the edges, but it's got spirit, you know? It's got character. And I'm gonna revamp it at some point, because we have some new dubs now added to the roster. So I want to explore Shinkuma, probably my favorite move across the entirety of Inazuma 11, in more detail. Okay, nice. And then, let's see, Hoshi? Oh, Hoshi, she's so ready for this. Y'all ready for this? Oh, as she jumps, insane jump. Over the big guy, that's how we do it. And a clean 1000 power. Please make this a short. Fates gets owned by Uzbekistan. Mate, first it's the tower and then it's Uzbekistan. You know what, Panda? I'm just giving you more fuel for your Fates Nemesis team that you're gonna make, or that you're in the process of making. Because, like, Jesus Christ, you can just take someone from Uzbekistan. Probably the captain. Or Dust. Like, whoever you want. We gotta get some Uzbekistan representation. We gotta get someone with the tower, someone from Uzbekistan. But yeah. Just giving you more fuel for the fire. But overall, Uzbekistan hasn't been too terrible to me. It's mostly been myself who's been terrible to me, not gonna lie. Like, I should just learn to read the objectives, not gonna lie. And the hand was very clearly there after I did Artemis Ring with Nishikage, but hey. A clean 71, 85 power. Okay, you know, not terrible, not terrible. Well, it's pretty horrendous, but not terrible. Yeah, this should be about it, I think. Yeah, I mean, we've got 3 minutes left, so that's going to be it for Uzbekistan. 3 Uzbekistan defenders with the tower and upgraded tower. You mean perfect tower? Could do that, I suppose. Oh, brother, that's going to be a team to play for sure. Aurora Curtain. I think the goalkeeper for Hakuren voices that, in Aries at least. And it's deadass just called Aurora Curtain, so. But okay, there we go. June Davidson! Yeah, he's so happy to have contributed. Okay. But that is that. That is finally Uzbekistan. We're getting so little EXP from this for some reason. No Osaka. Got Dust again, and that's about it. Nothing else from Uzbekistan. Gets the country wrong, loses the story match, gets memed by the AI, gets memed again in the free match. Oh, Panda, you're giving me too many ideas, man. I already have so little time. Holy shit, we're back to Victoria. Hold on, actual story intermission. Let's see. We gotta pay attention to Big Faye now. Mom? Victoria Mom reveal? There's a drawing of his mom in the background. It's framed. Oh my. Okay, something terrible is about to happen to his mom. Don't tell me she got hit by a truck. Not again. I can't do this again. She's absolutely going to perish in a horrible, tragic accident. They can't keep getting away with this. They cannot keep getting away with these fucking accidents. Why do they keep killing the parents?
B、あれはお前のせいじゃない。
だけど母さんは試合場に急ぐためにシャトルのスピードを上げていたんだ。
Oh, she was speeding. Okay, well that's really her bad then.
僕が絶対に来いって言ったから。
B、
試合にも負けた。自分の実力に向き合わず勝利の女神に頼ってしまった僕は勝負をする資格なんかない。だから決めたんだ。僕はもう戦わない。
私は B に全てを教えた。自分の持っているサッカー技術の全てを。だからこそ私にはわかる。お前の才能は私をはるかに超えている。お前なら彼ら同様究極決心の一部になり得るんだ。
I still have to wonder, is the Ultimate Cashin 11 actually just going to be our Chronicle team with Victorio as a forced deploy? Or is this going to be a preset team that we're going to have to play as? That would be interesting too, honestly.
僕は支えたいんです。本当に強い人たちを。勝利の女神なんかに頼らず、自分自身の力を信じられる人たちを。
B。
Okay, W exposure, W exposure. Now, this surely is Saudi Arabia. Okay, Arabian Firebirds, yeah, okay, fair enough. I guess it's in the name. It's a little too obvious. Okay, my bad. Japan shining anew. None of these names are like the only Arabic name that I'm seeing here is Ali. Are we sure that they didn't mix up the names for Uzbekistan and Saudi Arabia? Like, are we 100% positive that these are the names that they're supposed to be? But well. Oh, I know Victorio's playable. I mean, that's obvious. Obviously, he's going to be playable. He was in a match. He was a player, so we're going to be able to pull him. Okay, but Ando's back, no longer arrested. Yes! Saudi national team. These guys just do not feel as Saudi Arabian as, for example, the team from Galaxy did. Like, can we be real about this? It doesn't really feel like it. It doesn't really feel like Saudi Arabia. Like, where's the green of the Saudi flag? Like, why are their kits orange and brown, grayish? Doesn't really make sense to me. But yeah, Orion Foundation, basically 5th sector, but with some extra steps, so...
オリオン財団のスパイ選手、オリオンの人たちです。彼らは時にチームの味方をし、時に味方のマイナスになる行動をとります。試合結果をオリオン財団が決めたプラン通りに進めていくのです。
選手を怪我させてまで試合の行方をコントロールするなんてどうこしてます。
ですから我々はサッカーで彼らと戦うのです。
んじゃ、Ichihoshiは俺たちの敵ってことで確定だな。
Ichihoshi is our enemy. Well said, Haizeki. Get his ass.
俺は反対だ。Ichihoshiは小さい頃に父ちゃんを亡くし、一人ぼっちになったらしいんだ。
Boo-hoo! Join the rest, bro. Join the end of the queue.
どうしようもなかった時、あいつを助けたのがオリオンは身寄りのなくなったIchihoshiを助けた。だからIchihoshiはオリオンに逆らえなくなったということですか。
それが本当なら。
We just learned of Victorio who lost his mom, and like his dad is like we don't even know who Victorio's dad is. So again, join the back of the line.
Ichihoshiを何とかして救おうよ。オリオンの奴らの手から。
それでこそチームだ。よし、みんなでIchihoshiを助けるぞ。
この戦いで勝ってIchihoshiを救うんだ。
忘れてないだろうな。この試合には お前の弟の命がかかっていること。
任せてください。この試合で必ず稲妻ジャパンを敗退させてみせますから。俺は光の命を救う。そのためにはどんな汚いことにだって手を染めてやるさ。
That's not happening, fam. Sorry. Simply not happening. And don't make an apology video to address the allegations. Okay, man. Okay, I'm sure. Okay, anything else we got in the meanwhile? Right, we have Toramaru copying Hyura. As I said, this guy, I think I mentioned this at some point, but this guy, this Toramaru of Orion, as I like to call him, he kind of just copies moves of some of his teammates. So he now has Kori no Ya, which he obviously grabbed from Hyura. I think he gets more as time goes on, but... Ooh, we have Maximum Circus on Fudo, though. Hold on. That's a big one. And then I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, no one else got anything new, I don't think. So, okay, good. So let's go. Unsubtle villainous old man is unsubtle. Yeah, our first name drop for the big bad. One of the big bads of Orion, I suppose. One of these guys is also literally called Ghana. Awesome. W country. Start a focus battle against Andreas as Ichihoshi. See, why is it an Arabian guy called Andreas? I don't think that's happening. Real. Honestly, no, actually, Andreas, you're chill. You know what? You're chill. Get his ass. Ichihoshi's gonna lose this one. Why did he win? Okay, never mind. Complete a focus battle as Kazemaru. Okay, let's. Will Kazemaru win and contribute? Shocker. Kill! Welcome. How late are you? Well, we're about 2 hours deep by this point, but not too late, I wouldn't say. We're in the 4th match on the Orion route now, so we're almost finished. We have to do this story match, a free match against these guys, and then there's... I think there's just one more team after this. Yeah, should be. Oh, score using... Yeah, Penguin Reckoning. Okay, so there's still a bit to go, so you're more than welcome to join in for the remainder. Okay, that should do it. Dynamic Corona! Right. Which, used the first part of, I think, Fence of Gaia for that animation. Vinny, I love rage baiting you about Kazemaru, man. No, but I was said before, Vinny, before you were here, Kazemaru is actually a useful defender in this season, because he has Spinning Fence. Spinning Fence is a very good move. I will appreciate him for that. Oh, Andreas is so chill, dude. He's so for real. These tackles already look a lot better than in the anime. You're so right, Kill. You're so right. Like, I mean, I've said this before, right? That Orion is just a really tough season to watch. But it's actually been a very fun season to play. So that's the contrast that we're working with here. And honestly, I'm glad that the contrast exists, to be honest. Since I feel like Orion does have a lot of potential, but it just refuses to do anything with it, mainly on account of its low budget, right? The low animation budget was absolutely killer for this season. But yeah, the gameplay actually has been very, very good so far. And now we're gonna do some Tenma tactics, forcefully passing to people so they eventually take the ball and play along. Okay, let's see. Enter the offensive zone as Ichihoshi. backstory. Okay. Yeah, regular ass shot. And he misses. Yikes. Tough. Tak blisko. Close enough, man. Oh, his evil mind cannot comprehend the niceness of his teammates.
こういうのが本当のサッカーだよな。
そうだよ、兄ちゃん。
そうだよ、兄ちゃん。だから兄ちゃんのやりたいサッカーをして。そんなことできない。
今すぐに潰せ。野坂優馬を。お前に選択の余地はない。守りたいんだろう、大切な弟を。
Was there also... I'm trying to think, was there not also like a plot point where the brother that... Holy shit, what a pass. Jesus Christ. Was there not a plot point where Ichihoshi, like the brother that Ichihoshi imagined in his head was actually Ichihoshi himself, and the version that's been playing all this time was actually his brother? Is he not Hikaru rather than Mitsuru? That's what I recall. Somehow. Why does he also low-key sound like Fubuki? Somehow. Okay, Nosaka is not about to have a great time. Okay, and there we go. There it is. Ichihoshi's turnabout arc. Fucking, I hate Nosaka's face, man. I just hate the way he looks. Why is he pulling the stupid ass Roblox default smirk? Why does he do this?
自分の心に正直になれ。道は必ずその先に見えてくる。
It's like if Atsuya survived instead of Shiro, but he still acted exactly like he did in OG. Yeah, precisely. Right, that's what's going on with Ichihoshi, right? That's what I recall. But yeah, no, like Kill, you don't want to believe how low the animation budget for Orion must have been. I don't know the exact numbers, but it must have been a dreadful budget for the way it looked. Like, Ares already was terrible to watch, but then Orion somehow just got even worse. It's like... It's kinda incredible in a sense, in all the worst ways, really. Okay, well, I would just... You know what? Yeah, let's do a little bit of overkill. Why not? Fujin, Raijin, Gosto! Oh, but that's easy as that. Okay, Toramaru. Lock in. Nice. Beat Andreas. Sounds more like a Spanish team than an Arabian team, not gonna lie. Okay, hold on. We're locking in a second. Well, is there anyone with me? Hold on. I kind of want to see Maximum Circus. Oh, we can do Maximum Circus for real. Hold on. King's Lance into Maximum Circus? Okay, this is about to be a real good showing of Orion and Ares moves. There we go. Flurry go around. Maximum Circus. Yeah, that's a clean move. Clean adaptation. Love to see that. And that's just another goal. Okay. Neat. Love to see that. Fudo. You still want to play this route, Kale? Absolutely. You should. You should. Hey, if only to unlock, you know, the moves and the content that actually came from this season. Okay, there we go. That's halftime. They made the entire season with a budget of a Diet Coke and a cheese sandwich. Hey, don't diss my cheese sandwiches. Come on. As a Dutchie, that is like one thing you cannot touch.
またサッカーがしたかっただけなのに。なんで誰かを傷つけるような真似までしたのに。ヒカルは
No, I'm definitely hearing a bit of Fubuki, but that may just be me.
一星、何やってんだよ。お前は悪いやつじゃない。プレイを見ればわかる。どうして俺たちに何も話してくれないんだ。
Oh, just a second. Oh, we're so back. Okay, so I hope you've all been enjoying Ichihoshi's breakdown while I had a conversation with my awesome mother who washed my clothes. Oh, he transformed.
Let
me explain what's happening to Ichihoshi. So basically, mental breakdown.
事故で父親と一緒に亡くなってしまったそうです。家族をいっぺんに失い、一人ぼっちになってしまった一星君は、兄弟は死んでない。今でもそばにいると思い込む。
So he was pretending to be his brother who passed away, right?
今の一星君は、一星充にも、
No, not
一星
quite.
光にもなりきれず、中途半端な状態で存在してしまっているんだよ。
Yeah, so Fubuki with a bit more trauma and a bit less personality. So that's rough. No, Asto. We can only kill him to relieve him of his suffering. It's tough, but it's gonna have to be done. Yeah, whatever, man. Like, I'm trying my best to take this seriously, but... no. Ichihoshi, sorry, man. I can't. I'm sure. I'm sure. Dynamic Corona, yeah, that was like one of my first thoughts as well when I watched this episode for the first time. Dynamic Corona is such a... yeah, that's a terrible name, especially given what came to pass. You know, I think I watched Orion, ironically, during the COVID period. So, that was insane timing for me personally. It's a very yellow sunset.
俺たちは永遠にチームだろ。一緒に、ずっと一緒に、俺たちのサッカーを。
Okay, and there's the Ichihoshi that we will now permanently be playing with. Hooray! We have Fubuki at home, essentially. And I got memed by the AI yet again. But it works out, because we needed Ichihoshi there. Why does he get whirly whirly? Why does he get Spiral Jaw? Okay, sure. He got Spiral Jaw on a dribble move, I think. He was Hikaru, yes! Okay. I remembered correctly, somehow. Yeah, to make it even more confusing.
サッカーにおいて兄のミツル君と同等の実力を身につけたのです。
Okay. Here we go. So this match essentially is just the Ichihoshi redemption arc, I suppose.
ごめんよ兄ちゃん。兄ちゃんにばっかり辛い思いをさせてしまって。
Take a shot every time Hikaru or Ichihoshi says Nii-chan.
これからは一緒だから。約束通りずっと一緒だ。
Be absolutely hammered by the end of tonight. And we only still have like an hour to go. Alright, win the match. Good, we don't actually have to do anything with Ichihoshi. Love to hear that. Let me pull off a cheeky grid Omega, I think. In the tiniest sliver possible too. Let's do that. Nice. I love playing against opponents who can't do anything to me. Okay, to Haizaki, of course. Nice little 1-2. Why does Inazuma 11 have so many characters with dissociative identity disorder? Yeah, they do kind of like doing that, don't they, huh? It's very interesting how they do that. But, well... couldn't tell you why. I mean, but just in... yeah, well, it's... I guess... Is Satan considered, like, having dissociative identity disorder as well? I guess so. Because that's... correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But, like, dissociative identity disorder is, like... It's kind of synonymous to having a split personality, right? Almost the same thing. More or less. But there we go. I actually did this one. Let's go! That's okay. Very happy with my performance on this one. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. No applause necessary. Just did what I had to do. But there we go. 3-0. That's a clean match. And this should resolve most of the bigger issues that we still had. So, I have to imagine that we're also going to be able to pull for Hikaru Ichihoshi at some point. So we got the dark side, we got the good side, just like Matatagi. We got Pekka, Clash of Clans reference. Fantastic, love that. And, yeah, okay. Pekka's cool. He's got one of the better designs on this team. So, I'll absolutely take him. Holy shit. We got the zoomed out POV. Nice. Yo, Fideo! Hey, it's been a while, mate. It's been a while. Welcome back. We're on Orion by this point. But yeah, hey, welcome back. Good to have you. But yeah, now we got two of the worst characters in Ares and Orion being our strategic strongholds for Inazuma Japan. So it's gonna be a little bit of a rough season. I knew you'd say that. Yeah, man, don't care. There's characters that I will care for when they tear up because of the story. Ichihoshi is not one of them. But I think... yeah, I think there's 5 matches, so this should be the last one that we're able to play, because I think this is Russia, which would be the second half of the tournament. Actually, second half is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 matches. Which also is not too bad. I think that should be doable in 1 or 2 streams. But we first have Saudi Arabia to still take on and conquer, which is going to be a piece of cake, I think. Actually, you know what? Should have used the main team for this one. Wind goalkeeper. The stupid twins. He is not immune. Immune. Yes, that's certainly how you say that word. Immune. There we go. Let's put Bud up on the pitch, I think. 253 kick. Like, it's not great. It's not terrible, but could certainly be better. But we can use him for some elemental advantage, I think, especially with Doom Spear. Though, is like the Corona move, I think it's fire. Well, we're gonna see. We're just gonna go in and see. You know, just gotta get it done. And then after this, you know, Saudi Arabia was kind of a whatever match, but then China, I think China is gonna be a very good match, actually. If they follow what they've done in the actual anime. So let's see, immediate cavalry advance. Have I tried playing Midori or Jade on my delinquent team as a player? No, actually haven't. For, you know what, it's like Midori is like I feel like she's in this gray zone where she's not really a delinquent, but she acts like one. So, kind of like Hoshi, actually. So you know what, maybe you're onto something. Maybe you're onto something. Maybe I should get Midori, at least as a manager, onto the team. As a player would be cool too. Did I just score? Definitely just scored. Okay, beautiful. That's a 1-0. Elemental advantage already paying dividends. Love to see that. But yeah, Midori, she's gotta be... Is she my favorite manager? She's probably my favorite manager of all time. So any excuse to put her on whatever team, you know, I will absolutely take that. Yeah, I think as far as managers are concerned, it's probably Midori first, and then Minori from Galaxy second, probably. Actual delinquent, canonically. Dynamic Corona is... fire. Sunblock is also another terrible name. Terrible adaptation. They weren't even really going for any pun. They just went, hey, you know, he's using the sun to block, so we're gonna name it Sunblock, maybe. And so they did. So Hishida, unfortunately. Let's see. We do a Gungnir to Ozarok. If Hoshi counts, then Midori counts too, in your honest opinion. See, I'm with you there. I'm on the same page. So actually, really like that suggestion. How am I left with 4780? Okay, at least Ozarok bumped it up to 787, so not terrible. Having Midori as a player is something you've been wanting for a while, Kale. Another Midori connoisseur? You love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Midori is such a good character, especially like her dynamic with Nishiki is one of the best things about Go, actually. Okay, just a regular shot should do it, right? He's not going to do sunblock again. Yeah, okay, fair enough. See, Lucas, fair comment. Ice block is at least still decently clever. Sunblock just kinda isn't. At least Ice Block has this double meaning to it, this double entendre, but, you know, the Sunblock is just, yeah, hey, he blocks with the sun. It's like Planet Shield, but at least Planet Shield still kind of sounds cool, because it's not deadass just, hey, I'm blocking something, so I'm gonna call it block. Okay, hold on. Need to get this to Ozarok. And then from Ozarok back to Budup, if I can. If Budup is anywhere close to the goal. Otherwise... that's a negative, so I'm just gonna do extend zone with Ozarok, I think. Let's see how much that gets me. That gets me enough, technically. Still gets me enough if he doesn't do anything. But he decides to do sunblock. They couldn't call it anything cool, like... well, there's already Solar Flare, so I guess they couldn't really do that. And Solar Flare is a shot, so... surely there were better options to choose from. Okay, well this time's going in. No questions asked. Even if these guys get in front of it, don't care. Okay, so that's 3-0. 4-0 I think is possible. We have enough for one Totem, Cashin, Miximax, whatever. So, enough hyper power, sorry. Need to get more attention, that's what I need more of. And we get the theme song, so this stream is officially demonetized. Vocals have popped up, alas. There goes my source of income. Nah, it's fine. It's never been about the money anyway. It's been about the passion for Inazuma 11, always. That's what we need more of. We need more genuine content. Okay, let's see. Force Flash. Go we Sim. I think, actually, with how much I've used Midori as a manager, I've definitely used her more than 30 matches. So I should be able to get her as a player too. Which, if I do use her as a player, I'd have to use her moveset surely from Ghost Strikers. Where, you know, she gets Mach Wind, and that's the Fortinel. So we're good to move on to China. But she gets Mach Wind, I think. She only gets two things, Mach Wind and Evolution. Which is a really underwhelming moveset. But, well, it gets the job done. At least with Evolution, she's pretty unique. She can do it with the other two managers. So, Eagle Buster, okay. Interesting. Makes sense for a team that has bird names as first names. Okay, Iron Wall. Hold on, can I ever? No, he loses Iron Wall when I do this. What am I doing? Okay, well, whatever. That's fine. I just wanted to have Nishikage do something. So can I do... Oh, this one doesn't have Artemis Ring. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to do... Oke no Tate! Easy. 10 power loss or something? Ah, easy that. Easy match. Is playable Unmei possible? I believe playable Unmei is unfortunately, as of yet, not possible. I think he's locked to being a coach, unfortunately. But I think, well, you can play him on one of the BB Stadium matches, so... Okay, well, actually, using Butt Up as a forward paid off. Love to see that. Love to see that. Oh, this coach, man. Eva Gordon. Again, the least Saudi Arabian name I've heard in my life. But this is like the... You know, you thought the gamer girl scout from this game was buff. You have not seen Eva Gordon, actually. She is insane. Like, you know what? Just to illustrate, I think I'm just gonna summon her spirit real quick. But next team should be China, right? That should be the end. I believe that do be China. Let's see. Avenging Acrobats. That's them. That's China. But let's see. We gotta... I have to show you this woman. Like, Jesus Christ. What are we doing? Like, you thought the gamer girl was buff. You've not seen jack shit, actually. This woman surpasses anything you've ever seen in your life. And you know what? Great for her. Love to see that. She might be broader than June Davidson, to be completely honest. And you know what? Again, I love that for her. But here we go. Towards the grand stage. Versus China's Avenging Acrobats. Li Hao mentioned, Lucas, pay the fuck attention, man. This woman's built like a bunker. What a great comment. What a great comment. Yeah, she is. Absolutely is. Okay. The finals of the qualifiers. We're here. I like how the clouds are moving in this cutscene. Slowly, but they're moving. Yeah, right, and no one saw through this. No one saw through this disguise. Okay, never mind. They knew. Well, gee, I wonder. It's not like he's Chinese or anything. But okay. The captain of this team gets Brave Shot in his fabled moveset. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. Need more people with Brave Shot. We need Nakata in this game. God damn it, man. Lee Hao-kun. There he is.
中国代表を勝利に導くために一番近くからお前たちを調査していたのさ。
おいおい、マジかよ。この試合はオリオン在
Oi, oi. Is that all you have to say?
さあ、サッカーを始めましょう。そして我々中国代表があなたたちを踏み台にして世界に行きますよ。
Well, finally we get to kick this guy's ass. For the first time ever, we actually got to take him out. Alright, level 17 versus level 17. Doesn't sound like much. The team just got significantly batty, by the way. We lost stupid-ass Chinese coach. We got the undisputed GOAT of coaching, Michiakudo. Fucking love this guy with a passion. Okay, Fubuki. Once again here. We have good Ichihoshi now. Nosaka, yeah, we have the trio, of course. Toromaru's been benched. Nishikage's been benched. Mansaku's benched. Saginuma still benched. And Gojin Lumfao also still benched. Yikes. But okay. I think Nakata can't come back because he's based on a real player and licensing. Yeah, I've heard about that. It's really sad, though. Like, Nakata was such a good addition to the Italian team. Nakata really made that team whole, especially in the anime. And that's what you just... There's a severe lack of him in the Chronicle route as well. You notice it. But okay. Yeah. Let's go. China. If Li Hao comes home as a spirit, you're making me summon him as a birthday favor for you, Lucas? You know what? I'll take you up on that one. If I get a Li Hao spirit from this match or the free match, I will summon him for you for your birthday. But let's first get through this match in the first place. I think if I approach him, I'll just get pulled into the focus battle. Versus Tao. Which we lose. That makes sense. That's a guy? Is that a guy? The concept of a girl is being stretched very thin in Orion, I think. That certainly didn't sound like a female voice, but I could be wrong. Ah. Tenku Hayabusa-dan! Yeah. I unfortunately remember the entire cutscene where they build up the Chinese wall and then they throw the guy into the air. It's very interesting how they make specifically the girl characters in that animation, yeah, stick their backs towards the camera. And we just get scored on twice in like 5 minutes. Okay, interesting, interesting. Oh, we're doing this, are we? Okay. This is why Kudo is the undisputed GOAT. Can't do it with one goalkeeper? Just put out 3. Absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, they will just be used as cannon fodder. Or rather, as fodder for Mr. Plot Armor, Ando himself. But yeah, 2 substitutions, Nishikage and Saginuma. Complete a focus battle against Zhao. The other girl. Or, well, the one girl, I guess. Li Hao. It's so weird to have Li Hao use the small body frame. Like, he was regular size, I think, in the anime, unless I'm really badly remembering, but... Hayabusa-dan! I like in the anime, actually, I think the entire team, or at least the people who helped with the Chinese wall, they all say the move name. They all go, Tenku Hayabusa-dan! Oh boy, here we go. We're gonna get Drill Smasher as well. And Oke no Tate! Oh wait, this is neat actually. This is cool. The Asura! Well, almost, at least. We're going for the Asura with this one. And that is unfortunately going to be the only thing that... well, that Saginuma for sure, but I think Nishikage too contributes to. Unfortunately. I think Nishikage also gets a little role in the match against Spain, but... The Li Hao episode was good. The Li Hao episode was not terrible. Which is by all means and purposes a compliment for Orion as a season. Okay, complete a focus battle against Li Hao. Let's see then. Challenge him. Hey little buddy, what's up? He's gonna rock my shit, but he's short, so... Orion's art style just has taller body types in general. Okay, you may be right about that. Also, like, I'm really trying to figure out what move... They use the evolution. They use the first part of the evolution, I think. They're gonna try it again, right? Again, Oke no Tate! And Doriru Smasha! They're close. It's not working. And Nosaka once again jumps in. What the hell, man? Saginuma already doesn't get to play. You don't have to rag on him this much. And this is why having 3 goalkeepers on the team is probably not a great idea. Dazan was so goated in Season 2 and they do him dirty in every season after that. Even in 3, the entire Neo Japan bloodline is just about how he got denied over Korimatsu. Oh, but there's so many good characters that got denied for fuck-ass Korimatsu. And that's why we hate him, collectively. Shadow too. We needed Yamino on Inazuma Japan, and Korimatsu just robbed us of that. Anyway, we need to have more fun. Hell yeah, Ando. That's the spirit, that's how we're gonna win. And now we get an OG banger. Hero time. At least, that's what it's used for in Ghost Strikers and regular Strikers. Okay, yeah, we're losing to Li Hao, of course. Makes sense. Saginuma's off the pitch. Go, okay. Tenku! Hayabusa-dan! Once again. This is like Kozomaru with Fire Tornado, except in a much shorter span with a much higher frequency. Okay, let's have fun. This time, surely it works. We're bequeathing our plot relevance to you, Endor. Yes! And honestly, fucking clean animation. I like the really quick flashes between the different finger positions. It's so much better because the Orion animation took so long because he had to move his arms the entire time. Yeah, no. It's much better this way. Okay, but play for victory. There it is. Let's see what we can do, Chief. Not much, I don't think. But let's see. He gets Southern Cross. Interesting. Southern Cross. Okay, so let's see. 492? Surely we can devastate this guy with something. Hold on. Play to Haizaki? Yeah, come on. What if instead of Kurimatsu, Kuro chose Okusu Seiji to represent Japan? Hey man, anything better than... Sakurazaki got Shark the Deep? Hold on. Why did he get... When did he get Shark the Deep? Why is... Okay, Sharpshooter is also not a terrible name. I see the pun. This fucking move. I think I told you about my qualms with this move name. It took me so long. I was thinking, why is it just called Fantastic Save? Like, that seems so plain. And then I remembered he's wielding fans. Fantastic Save. And I still stand by the fact that I think that move would have benefited greatly from a hyphen. Fan-tastic save. Okay, use the explosion. Say fucking less. Actually say fucking less. Already locked in. This guy, not a problem. Don't care. We're playing to the goat. And we're doing my favorite shot move in the history of Inazuma 11. Za! Explosion! Ah, goosebumps every single time. Last line of defense. This one is also good, actually. This is a good pun. Last line of defense is funny. Holy shit, I'm so locked in. I'm actually so locked in. He finally gets to play! And I know exactly what we're gonna get. Holy... Go... Okay, actually, they swapped out one goat for another. It's fine. Look at this throw-in. What an awful throw-in. Enter the offensive zone as Gojin. Okay, we're here. Oh, here it is. Gojin. Tension fully restored. Fizzy Fire Lemonade. Fire Lemonade Rising. Oh, we're here. Fire Lemonade Rising. Oh, yeah. What a beautiful move. And he just stands there. He just stands there aura farming. It's awesome. Why is Gojin unironically the GOAT of this team? Why is he unironically the MVP? Gojin dad? No. Brother is leading a monologue after he's already shot. If that isn't aura, I don't know what is. And there we go. Gojin saving the match for us once again. Yes, sir! Opa. This guy, man. We need more Gojin content, actually. But this is still the first match as well, the first half. Second half is going to be so much more, actually. Oh, wait, we're here. We are in the second half. Okay, hold on. We're going to get tactics. Surely we're going to get tactics. Score using Maximus Circus. Oh, interesting. Okay, let me use a tactic then. Can I win? Yes, I can win. Okay. Let's go. Griddle Mega 2.0. Goodbye, Li Hao. Ni hao, Li Hao. You know what? Killer Fields. Why not? Just do it. Kira Fields. Oh, he doesn't say it if he doesn't do it with Kido. Okay, I see how it is. There we go. Maximum Circus. Such a good move for Kisoji. That is definitely gotta be a part of the vibe build for Kisoji. There we go. 2-2. The real aura is Gojin launching the goalkeeper and the goal 100 meters into the air. Now we're talking business. We're so right. Once again, love the audience that we're having tonight. Everyone's on the same line as concerns Gojin, and I love that for him. Okay, so here's the captain. Here's Zhao, who I'm definitely going to lose against. And they're definitely going to do crack shot. Yeah, they're already pairing up.
中華の星になるんだ。
では見せてやろうか。すべてを見抜き、すべてを見通し、
Unless
ルートを導き出す。これが稲妻ジャパンの中枢機関、ザ・ジェネラルだ。
The General! What is this again? Oh. I remember that vaguely. No clue what it does. I remember what it does. It's basically everyone played Jiangxi, but the Japanese version. Also, that's definitely a guy. With the orange hair. Okay, I see.
あの二人が
さすがです。やりましたね、野坂くん、一星くん。
勝つのは俺たちだ。
それはこっちのセリフだぜ。
It's an actual all-out clash. This is a good match, actually. Okay, score using Shark the Deep as Haizaki. Let me do that then. Circus block, okay. Yeah, Skywalk. It is a bit better, apparently. Skywalk. Now I should be in the zone. I am in the zone. And in fact, I'm just gonna pass it. And then, yeah, there we go. Shark the Deep! Okay, I think it mostly reuses the Megalodon animation, which is fair, I suppose. They're both just full-ass sharks, so... There's the 3-2. We're back on the upper hand. And I imagine that's not going to be the case for very long. Okay. Now, we're gonna have to swallow a crack shot, I think. Props for the voice acting. Very simplistic animation for a move that is supposed to have such weight to it. It reuses, obviously, Hono no Kazamidori for a large part. Asto, Haizaki, Nosaka. This is not even triple defense, this is sextuple defense, I'm pretty sure. But hey, we got it. With a 6-man defense in the goal. Well, now win the match, that's it. Okay. That's the match against China. Interesting. Somehow less eventful than I thought it would be. Okay. Yeah, no, very interesting. Gojin! Hold on, gotta lock in. Gojin needs one more, I think. Yeah, Crack Shot is just a reskin of Hono no Kazamidori, like, quite literally, yeah. Hold on, backdraft? I mean, it's not gonna score, but it's funny. Bakuto Raptor! Wait, actually, it might go in. Hold on. It's going in! Holy shit, goes in! Oh man, this guy. And he just does it again. Oh, he never misses, does he? He never misses. Our actual savior. It would be really nice if they rework Crack Shot as well. You know, since they're reworking Last Resort. But, oh, what a swerve. Damn, okay. I'm out of my mind right now. Not that it matters. 3 minutes left, but that's been a good match. It's like we didn't get to see any of the tactics, which is kind of sad. You know, they did it for Australia, but then after that I don't think they did a single tactic. Which is rough. Because I know China has like a few. It has... I mean, what does it have again? It has... what is it? Shaolin Formation, Mongolian Invasion. It has everyone play Jiangxi, which I think is a very cool tactic, actually. But none of them were shown off. That's tough. Yeah, no, Kill, exactly. This match needed more cutscenes and tactics. Yeah, like, I just named them, I think. They have 3 or 4. But well, it's rough. But hey, it is what it is. Did not get Li Hao, got Tao Lu, who is, in fact, a guy. Okay, good to know, good to know. Fair enough. Vurige Kopstoot. Oh, yeah. See your reference to Megaton Head? Yeah, absolutely. Vinny, you gotta stop trying to type Geert van der Vijf, because it is not working out, mate. It is not working out. Fellas, I need the Dutch people in the chat to write down Geert van der Vijf, actually, just to teach Vinny how it's done. But yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, China's tactics are absolutely in the game files. People have already used them against me. So I have been Shaolin formationed. I have been everyone play Jiangxi. But actually have not seen if Mongolian invasion is in the game. I hope so. Okay, and that's that. The China match complete. We still have a free match, by which point I think we may get some exposure on the Chronicle story again. Maybe? We'll see. Oh, okay, I see. If Li Hao doesn't come home, then summon Momoyama from Go 1. I can do that. Surely I can do that. But we'll see first if we can do it with the free match. Geert van der Vijf, thank you, Panda. Thank you. Mongolian invasion is a name, but like somehow, I don't know what it is, but like some of these move names, like Mongolian invasion, everyone played Jiangxi. Somehow it gives me like goosebumps. Is that a weird thing to say? I don't know. I just feel like these are such cool names for some reason. It just has something. Yeah, Geert van der Vijf, exactly. His last name is one big thing, which it's not too common for a Dutch last name, actually. But you see it. You see it. Okay. But let's see. Free match against China. What can we do? We can get Crow, apparently. Joel Yuki. Okay, so this goalkeeper is Fire, which means we're gonna have to rely on Sakurazaki and Xanark a bit. You heard Geert van der Vijf? That's probably because my G is pretty soft by nature. That's just kind of how we speak down here in the Netherlands. Why does he have Atlantis Wall? Why does Acorn Head have Atlantis Wall? Okay. He has Last Line of Defense, and that too is a block move. Okay, Flame Breath makes sense. He voices it too, which I think is pretty cool. And let's see, maybe one more shot with Xanac will do it. Yeah. Okay, nice. That's going to be one to know, I think. Yes, 690 power. Beautiful. And we're going to put Midori in the team next time. I do have her level 99 legendary on my main team, actually, as a manager. I could certainly try putting her on as a player, though I don't know if that carries over to like my other teams as well. Like surely if I change her type or her player type to actual field player, then in my other team where she's a manager right now, she's going to disappear as a manager, right? Because it's the same Midori that I'm using. So I don't know how the logistics of that work. Hold on, can I cheese out a second goal with Kyobo Head? Surely. Oh, I don't need to do that, so I'm not going to. Yeah, my last name also isn't a one big string, even though it has, You know, it has the tussenvoegsels van der. Just like Geert, actually, apparently. So, -3 parts. So that's a privilege that not many people can actually claim to have, except for the Dutch and the Belgians, I guess. And probably some Asians as well. The Spanish, maybe double last names and all that. Actually, maybe we're not that special after all. Maybe we are quite similar when we think about it. Yeah, she'll become a player on my other teams. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I'm gonna have to think how to circumvent that, if that actually is the case, because I would like to keep her as a manager on my main team, to be completely honest. But, you know, having her play on the delinquent team also sounds good. So if I have a second Midori... If I have a second, well... Then I'd have to put the second Midori, I guess, as a manager. Which I could do. And then I use the one that I've already been using as a player, since she will have 30 matches under her belt. You know what? I like that idea. That's not a terrible idea. Can Hoshi score? That's a big question here now. Vinny, your last name is the name of a historical city in Portugal? That's... Okay. That's Aura, actually. I can't say that. Can't say that about my last name. But that's okay. More lyrics. Here we go. More vocals. Okay. One more goal in 10 minutes. Should be perfectly feasible. Well, I do need some tension, so it'd be great if Ozarok couldn't just pop off against everyone he encounters. 2-0. 7-7-7. Okay, let's see. Sakurazaki for sure. I'm just gonna do a regular volley, I think, to set us up here. Okay, fantastic save. Yep. Seven. It just keeps happening. Okay, Zanuck already ran out of his Miximax with Clara Jane. Kudara Jane. Okay, hold on. Extend zone, pass to Sakurazaki, and then volley it in. Surely that's gonna do it. Saw a challenge earlier. Take a sip every time he does. Oh, hold on. Can't. Have to chain first. There we go. Now I can take a sip. Because that will, in fact, be it for the China match. 4-0, thanks to Sakurazaki. Man, these Victory Road characters, they're not too shabby. Not too shabby. I had my doubts going into this game, to be completely honest. But they have been paying dividends. Hoshi, my new favorite female Inazuma character. Sakurazaki, basically Tobitaka, but just a little less, you know, a little less. Just a little less of everything. A little less of a cool hairstyle, a little less kicking power, a little less ability to rip a hole into time-space, you know. But there we go. That's it. That is the China match with an advantage win. Professionally executed. And that's that. That's going to be the first 5 matches of the Orion route. Cool. And perfectly within the time frame that I wanted as well. Yeah, so little EXP though. 800,000? It's not that much at all. And I did in fact not get Li Hao. Tough. You hate to see it. Then, after what is presumably going to be some Chronicle mode story dump, I'm going to have to check if I have Momoyama. I will check for you, Lucas. Definitely want Hoshi on your team, Kale. Kale, we are on one line, you and I. Hoshi is such a treasure. Ah, there we go. As I expected. Hey.
お前は自分が弱いと思っているのだろう。誰かに頼らないと勝負もろくにできない弱虫だと。だが、お前も見てきたはずだ。誰にも頼らない人間なんていない。誰かに頼り、 誰かに頼られて絆が生まれる。その絆こそが本当の強さを生むんだ。
Hoshi, my new favorite female Inazuma character. But yeah, only in Inazuma 11 do people get this attached to background characters, and it's beautiful. Hey, same with Ace Attorney. I always love the side characters. It's a curse. It's a curse, but it's beautiful in its own right.
あの試合の日、お前は母親を勝利の女神として待っていたんじゃない。
A character doesn't need much to be good, you know? It just needs to click. That's all it is.
お前は見てほしかったんだろ。
Drama.
お前が努力してきたこと、強くなったこと、そして勝利をするところを母さんに。ルミーナさんだってお前を勝たせるために急いでたんじゃない。ただ見たかったんだよ。お前の頑張るところが。それがお前とルミーナさんの絆だ。
そうだ、僕は見せたかった。だから絶対に来て欲しかったんだ。勝利の女神なんてどうでもよかった。忙しい母さんに来てもらう口実だったんだ。
And then the one time she wanted to come over. God fucking damn it, man. They can't keep getting away with this.
わかってる。
師匠、僕もやるよ。母さんのこと、これまで逃げてきたこと、全部背負って僕はまたサッカーをやってみる。
そうだ。
That's the spirit. Her name was Lumina. That's neat. The light of his life.
勝利の女神なんだからな。
母さん、僕の戦いを見守っていて。
Let's go. Oh, 2D cutscene? Who this? Oh! Oh, hello! Is that our Kashin? Is that the ultimate Kashin that we're going to use against the Mind Eaters? Hold on. But that's that. That is the first half of the Orion Chronicle. The Asia qualifiers are officially over. Oh, yes. They got that scene at the very least. They gave Saginuma something. Saginuma scraps. To be continued. In 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now. The second part of the holy fuck we got Victorio Arno. Oh, well, he's certainly playable. I have come to understand that. Okay. So that's that. We just have him. So how does that work? Let's see. Wait, is he just in the player bank? Or is he a spirit? Do I have to summon him first? I do, but he starts as a top player. Hold on. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, gotta get him on here. Splitting hairs. Oh, he has Extreme Rabbit. And Victoria. Oh, of course, the Kashin is called Victoria. That makes so much sense. Would have been neat if they called the Kashin Lumina, actually. I think that would have been cute. But Victoria is still a very good name for it. Makes a lot of sense for Victory Road as well. Okay, one more thing I will have to check then. Do I have Momoyama? That is a good question. Do I have Momoyama? Lucas, I'm doing this specifically because it's still your birthday for another 24 minutes. I'm gonna check if I have Momoyama. Chances are against it, I think. But I would do it if I could. Yeah, I think chances are unfortunately rather slim. I have so many legendary Midoris. Yeah, you know what? I'm summoning another legendary Midori though, so that I can use the other one as a player on the delinquent team. Hold on, this is what we're doing. She's gonna be the manager on my new main team. And then, yeah, I don't believe I have Momoyama, unfortunately. no, that's rough. Sorry about that, Lucas. Sorry about that. Your birthday will be on a Wednesday? Does that mean you can't ask for a birthday character? Vinny, if your birthday is on a Wednesday, then you can ask either on the Tuesday or on the Thursday, whatever you prefer. I will summon a Kazamaru or another Falcal for you, it's fine. Don't worry. Okay, let me just... You know what, I'm gonna try to filter. So, it's... Raymond's second squad, I think it would have to be, right? Momoyama's from the reserves. Okay, well, filter's on, but it doesn't look like it's filtering out much, to be honest. Oh, because... Okay, there's more. Never mind. My stupid ass did not read the entire second half. Even so in sub-character, there you go. Yeah, no. That's tough. Tried my best, Lucas. Tried my best, but... I don't have him. Unfortunately. Yeah, I guess it would make sense for me to have multiple Midoris. Yeah, I suppose that does make sense. You know what, Midori's gonna take the place of, she's gonna take the place of Hamsta. I need more copies of Hamsta, that's the thing. Like a few more so I can get that cash-in. I think, at least. Let me see. Okay, well, I have one, and I have three purple ones. And one more legendary one, so I guess I could just upgrade all of these. Which, how much... I'd have to summon them first. I can figure that out in my free time, but certainly Midori can be on here in favor of Hamsta. But then what I have to do... Let me see. Go one. Actually, before I do that, let me then take this Midori off. There. And then put this level 1 Midori on the team. There. So that's fixed. That's my main team. And then... I'm gonna put the level 99 Midori on here instead of... Well, I have to put her as a manager for now. But I can change that in the Abby Learn board, I think. Abby Learn board. Then I can take the manager tag off. There we go. So, as a moveset, Crosscut Feint, Bound Flame, Swallow Counter, and then she can either be... Yeah, she can be dribble-oriented or shot-oriented, which is interesting. So, okay. Well, I can't put her as a manager anymore, so I have to put her as a player. Hamsta, I think, is probably leaving the team, if I'm going to be completely honest. I would have to go to the player bank for that. And then take him off like this. You know, at some point, I would love to have a trio of female delinquents, which I'm going to be able to do. Female delinquent players, right? Actually, I think I'll have 4, in fact, if I get the girl that is not yet checked off to the left of me. But I'm going to have to pull her first. And then I have 3 actual... Well, not 3 actual delinquents. I have 2 actual delinquents, and then Hoshi and Midori, who are like semi-delinquent, I suppose. You suggest giving her easy breezy kid and flash dance. Okay, I can guarantee you I'm not doing that, but nice try. So let's see, move between docks. You know what? Yeah, sure. Have the 2 girls up there. Why not? And then, you know what I'm gonna do? Put Gado up here. And then, let me see. So, she's mostly forward-oriented. So yeah, this should be fine, actually, I think. Yeah, that's pretty solid. A Hero Tobitaka, but it's the wrong color. The pink Hero Tobitakas won't be so lucky. Okay, man. I know pink Tobitaka isn't optimal, but, like, he's still useful. But okay, this will become available in a future update. The next match, I believe, will be Russia or Spain. I forget what the sequence is. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is all the content that we have for Inazuma 11, Victory Road, the Chronicle mode, up until this point in time. As I said, in 2 weeks, you will get the second half of the Orion Chronicle, with which we will finish both all the main story content and, presumably, also everything that the story mode for the Chronicle mode has to offer. So that's exciting, but that's only going to be in 2 weeks. For now, You guessed it, Lucas. We're gonna do some Gamba. We have to do some Gamba because I have 87 Bond Stars. And I still need to get this female delinquent. And I really need her for the delinquent team. So we're gonna go back to Handora, which is what she's on. And we're gonna try to get this girl. Finally. If not, I'll bail. Honestly, I don't have much else that I'm still looking to get, so it's like I can go all in for her without any regrets. But yeah, I guess we'll just see. But that's good. Hey, I'm really glad that we managed to cover all of the first half of Orion tonight. So now we can just wind down with a bit of Gamba. Well, wind down, I say, very casually. She has a cool design. Scorpion. Oh, interesting. I like that. Good design. W. Can I check where Momoyama is hiding? Oh, I can. I will have to... I think I will have to plug my keyboard back in. Hold on. Which one belongs to my keyboard? They're both the same. Okay, that doesn't help. Maybe this one. Let's see. Logitech? That's not the one. Okay, tough. And now the sounds are back. Leave. Okay. This one has got to be my keyboard. There we go. Okay, keyboard is back. We're gonna look for Momoyama. Let's see. Momoyama. There. Gamon Momoyama. Let's see. What constellation is Lowbro available? Inazumis. Have I ever pulled on this constellation? I have not done a single pull on this constellation. But it has Hiro Matatagi. Ooh. That's not bad, actually. Rough Play, too, even though Rough Play has been nerfed to hell and back. Ooh, hold, it has Bat Noir. Ooh. I kinda want her as a coach / manager, not gonna lie. Also, don't apologize for my technical difficulties. That is a mess of my own making, entirely. Okay, well, this constellation doesn't have many good things, but it has Bat Noir. And I guess, yeah, and Momoyama, so maybe I'll try that one, if I manage to get the delinquent girl. Why is a random-ass occult reserve a rare player? Yeah, good question, Vinny. The placement of some of these players in the gacha is... it's just incomprehensible sometimes. Got a bird. Almost thought that was her. It's the same color. And we got Cavallo, and we got Monstro. We got 2 Brazilian players. Okay, excellent. Pity pool! Let's see. Historically, pity pools have not been that nice to me. But this could be an exception tonight. It is, in fact, not an exception tonight. No, got Saginuma from Ares. So, not bad, I suppose. Could be much worse. Could be a lot better, too. Cavallo do Cao! So true. So true. Can I do a backflip? No. What kind of question? I cannot do a backflip. No, sorry to disappoint, Panda, but can't do a backflip. Okay, we've got regular Rococo. Nice. Got the reserve goalkeeper for Eastwind International, which is pretty cool. Pretty, I mean, rare players that we're getting here, so... let's see then. 2 rares for this one. Every single time. But this is one of the Susano. This is one of the Zeus players, yeah. Well, South African player as well. And another Eastwind International. Okay. Okay. Well. I need more Crosswind Fauxshore players. I need my girl. Well, she's not my girl yet, because I literally haven't used her, but... interesting thing. The exact day I discovered her in Inazugo is also the same day that I immediately found a short on YouTube featuring her. Somehow. Some Japanese player that I've been watching some shorts of because his content has been decently entertaining, actually. He does all these fun experiments with like different characters. It's like one of these guys who, for example, they use all 3 versions of Kageyama as players, and then they have to do stupid moves together, like High Voltage or something. Yeah, I saw them use her for some reason. Okay, another Zeus player. And like, I think they made her Fabled even. So that was pretty awesome. Yeah, me not having so much luck, to be completely honest. I hope I hope it's gonna come around soon. Okay, no. Once again, the Scorpion Girl and another Zeus player and Cavallo do Cal. I cannot do a backflip, Yummy. No. I have also told Vinny this. And the rest of yous. I cannot do a backflip. Why would I be able to do a backflip? Okay, damn, she really does not want to show up. That's rough. I think it's gonna have to be... I'm gonna have to just play against Faucheur, Crosswind Faucheur. All commons is good, technically. Not quite, not quite. Got one of the coaches. Got this guy, I remember him from the first game. Fucking eggplant guy. I don't know what his deal is, but... Okay. 27 bond stars. They really like the female players, you guess? Oh, don't write it with... No, don't do the quotation marks, man. Don't do it. Please, no. They really like to make them wear the Season 2 alien uniforms. Don't say it, man. Don't say it. Okay, what are we doing? You know what? Since it is your birthday, Lucas, we can have a little bit of a stab at getting Momoyama. And in the process, I could try to get Bête Noire. I should summon Pan? I think it... Did I get a copy of her at some point? I feel like I might have. Oh, Maximilian. Oh, Maximilian Müller. Yes, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna do this constellation for a bit. Just for a change of pace, see if I can get anything good from this. See if I can get Bête Noire. And because I want to do every constellation at least once at some point. So, we are in fact not getting any of those. Coyote looks crisp in this game. Damn, okay, I see you. So 30 more pulls. So far, pretty underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. Would have been very cool if Momoyama did come home first try. I don't really know him, but... Okay, this guy's pretty cool actually. I think he's from Go, from Chrono Stones. Magic serves. If magic serves. If memory serves. So I read magic in his description and it just stuck, I guess. No real luck with the gacha tonight, but hey. It is what it is. I would say summon Maribel. I think I have Maribel. Yeah. Don't know if I have... Ah, not her, bro. Spiky! Holy shit. Spiky's good though. Drill. Take that for sure. And then this is the last 10 pull that I can do. So, nothing big so far. And then we're ending the night off on a hero. If this is Matatagi, there may be a little pop-off. Fuck ass. Asuto Inamori. Okay. Message received, game. Message received. And let me have a little peek at whether I actually have these players that we've been talking about. Do I, in fact, have Maribel? Or Pan? Or whatever the others are? Let me see. If I go for Solaria Zeus, I still have him. Did I not summon him? Am I okay mentally? Like I specifically pulled for this guy, yet I never summoned him. Okay, sure, man, sure. Pop off. But no, I do not have Pun. Huh, unfortunate. I will need to summon one of these guys, I think. It's interesting that I pull these characters. Like, I'm saying, like, hey, I need these guys. And then I never pull them. It's like a girl on a shopping spree. I've needed this all my life! Put it back on the shelf. Hero Asto, yeah, unironically my third or fourth Hero Asto, not gonna lie. Hey, at least the spare goalkeeper is cool. I'll take him for sure. Godhand Gigant Wall. Okay. What else? We got Eastwind Peregrine, or whatever they're called. Let's see. Eastwind. Who we got from Eastwind? Actually, do not have Mirabelle. Interesting. Do I have her in the player bank? Let me see. Probably not, but... Gotta have... Oh, never mind. I have Mirabelle. Yeah. Okay, so Mirabelle I at least have. Do I have... What's the other one? Pun? Probably not. No, I don't think I have her. Is there a chance that I have Momoyama? No, there's no chance. Okay. So that's that then. Definitively no Momoyama. Which is okay. There. It's gonna be my main team. Actually replaced Kurumada with Yashiro. With, yeah. Because, I don't know. I think he's awesome, actually. No Pun, very cringe. Now we'll run Pun in all my teams during Inazuma Night until I have your goat. Literal goat. You know, I would like to have her. She has a cool design. But yeah, never pulled her. Never was lucky enough to pull her. So, it is what it is. Yeah, no worries, Lucas. No, I didn't, no. I didn't waste my Bond Stars for your sake. I invested them. Because like I said, I want to do every constellation at least once at some point. And I think that's the only constellation that has Bat Noir as well. You know, Bata disguised. So I do want her. She was actually my main coach, I think, in Chronos Stones for my main team. So definitely was trying to get her, but it is what it is. Next time for sure. Okay. So that, I think, will be the end for tonight. That's a good point to call it off. However, let's see if we can check the shop for some moves. Let's see if there's any interesting moves in the shop, now that we've done some of Orion. I think more of the cooler moves from Orion will happen in the second half of the season. But, okay, so there are ones. We have Artemis Ring, fantastic save. Taiyo no Guillotine, love that. Dynamic Corona, Dust Devils here. Last line of defense. And then we have Red Hot Chili Meteor, Red Hot Shower. We have Bull Steam Ahead, Last Resort, Shark the Deep. And then I think this, yeah. What is it? Doesn't matter. Fucking Ichu Kiki Monji or whatever. I like how I was able to perfectly recite it before. Chikuichi Monji. There you go. Maximum Circus, Bullseye Blaze, Bull Rush. Okay, so that's that. Oh, we have Fujin Raijin, but that's from Ares already, so... Okay, fair enough. So those are pretty good moves that they added here. I like how Fire Blizzard is now in here as well. Fire Blizzard is not exclusive to the Spirit Shop anymore, so that's good. Okay, well some of these I can certainly use. Hold on, there's some good ones here. I could certainly... Yeah, okay, I can make do with this. Definitely want Taiyo no Guillotine. Don't know for whom, but I think it's a cool-ass move, so I'm gonna get it. That's not Taiyo no Guillotine that I just bought. What did I just buy? I bought Dynamic Corona. Okay, whatever. Now I'll get Taiyo no Guillotine. Okay, there we go. Anything else? Versus Store, maybe? Gold Gobbler, Behind Bars. Okay, so here's the rest of them. Crocodile Crush. So that one's in the game too, finally. Got Spinning Fence. Fire Lemonade Rising, Crack Shot, Tenku Hayabusadan. Okay, Requiem Dust, Flaming Firebird. Interesting. So again, pretty good moves here. Fire Lemonade Rising is certainly gonna do numbers, I'm sure. Firewall Behind Bars, okay. Then what about the Spirit Market, finally? Is there anything in here? Mega Magin Trio, that makes sense. Fujin, Raijin, Ghost. Flying Colors is in here. Victory Lion, okay. Why do I need Mansaku for that and not Michinari? How does that make sense? This one makes sense. This one, I guess. Okay. Okay. That's not terrible. I need to look at the tactics, actually. What tactics can I get? Can I get the Chinese tactics? Do the Jiangxi. There it is. Everybody play Jiangxi. Great Wall of No End. Dust Up. No. Is this what they called Mongolian invasion? No. They scrapped Mongolian invasion. It's so over. Okay, so what all do we have? Bounce and Trounce. Veil of Light. Whatever that is. So this is Invisible. That's Australia. Line Dancing. Okay. Grid Omega, Royal Virtuoso, Searing Pace. These are all form up. Okay, that's good. I like those. The General seems pretty busted. Okay, nice. I need this one. I kind of need this one. Everybody play Jiangxi. I've seen that animation and it's so good, actually. And it's Great Wall of China. All of these seem pretty solid. From up push forward when passing in the zone, bone power plus 200%. Oh yeah, Shaolin Flash Step Formation, right. When gaining possession, special move power plus 25% for 30 seconds. And minus 25%, even though it's not called that anymore. I'll get it. There's some pretty cool stuff in here. So I'm definitely going to have more of a look at this later on at my own pace. But I think with that, wrapped up everything that the first half of Orion had to offer. So that was a good comprehensive stream, I think, actually. The joy of going in mostly blind, just pick team members based on pure vibes. Hey, Lucas, that's the magic of playing a whole new game for the first time. I know how it is. The Victory Road characters pleasantly surprised me. So Yashiro, Sakurazaki, Hoshi especially being permanent fixtures of my team. Didn't expect that going in, but absolutely happy that it happened. But okay, the clock has struck midnight, so plan for the next stream is still up in the air, not gonna lie. In fact, I don't think that I will be streaming this Thursday in favor of, once again, working on Inazuma 11 video content. Have a multi-language video cooking up. It's almost done. It can almost certainly go up this weekend. One extra language added to the roster. We have 19 dubs to get through by this point. Absolutely insane. But yeah, that's on the cooker. I have a lot of Victory Road footage to work on in my backlog. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to stream on Thursday. I will stream next Tuesday. Since there is no real mainline content anymore, what I will do, and I will put out an announcement for this, is I will do viewer matches next week Tuesday. Next week Tuesday will be entirely dedicated to doing viewer matches. And that way we can fill up the week that kinda has nothing, because the week after that, of course, in 2 weeks, we'll have the second half of Orion. I think it should be available on that Tuesday. So I think that's going to be the roadmap moving forward. So this Thursday, no stream. Next Tuesday, streams will pick up. Viewer matches only, I think. Okay, so yeah, announcement will go out about that, but then all of you are up to speed. And I think that is everything that I wanted to point out. So I'm just going to say thank you so much for joining in tonight. This was a great stream. Had a lot of fun actually exploring Orion. Actually, fantastic execution as far as the matches are concerned. And I'm very happy that all of you stuck around for it. So yeah, I wish you all a great night. Thank you once again. And if you want, prepare a team for next Tuesday, because then we'll be doing viewer matches. Viewer matches only for 3.5 hours. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Okay, thank you all again so much. Have a great night. Love you guys. Platonically, one of you romantically. And that's gonna be everything from me for sure. So, goodbye everyone. See you next Tuesday.